Uh, it's crazy. It was just absolutely crazy that they moved so far with this, and they didn't stop it sooner. That said, total credit to the new mayor and the city and the leadership of Metro, which apparently saw the writing on the wall that they likely were not going to get federal funding for this, nor should they have gotten it. And it was time to just kill the whole thing instead of continuing to spend more local money on design and planning and the like. So
yes.
Great news for taxpayers in the city.
So David, they're going to now explore ideas for more busing.
Absolutely.
In those routes. And my point is this, too. David, you remember when we first started even talking about this, the first thing we said was, what about the buses?
Well, I was the one who pointed out when I testified on this topic before the East-West Gateway Board of Directors almost 2 years ago. I don't even think Metro realized that they didn't have a bus route along this route. And like, if there was such demand for transit, you'd think they'd have had a bus route. Well, now they're looking into a bus rapid transit system, and I think that's a great idea. It'll cost a lot less, way less than a new light rail line. A fraction of the cost. And as they build the new Geospatial Intelligence Agency, which is opening soon, and will generate, I would hope, some demand for transit, then this is the way to go about doing it. Just creating a bus system, in this case, a bus rapid transit line, which is more difficult than just assigning a bus to it. You have to work the lights and other technology into the system. But it's a great idea. It's very exciting. Kansas City operates a few of these bus rapid transit lines, and they're very successful out in Kansas City. And I think this is the perfect time to consider one for the city of St. Louis here.
So the bus line, less expensive than adding a whole Metrolink green line, I would assume. So are we going to take the money that we save and work on making the Metrolink that already exists a little safer?
Well, that's how I would hope that we would prioritize Metrolink right now. Instead of looking to expand it further, especially, they just completed an expansion of it in Illinois, which, because it was sort of going through farmland, was a lot less expensive. They finished the attachment to Mid-American Airport and Scott Air Force Base out there. And it was much less expensive, so, fine and all that. But in St. Louis, on the Missouri side of the river especially, I hope we really just focus. We have the system that we have. Nobody's getting rid of it, nor should they, at this point at least. Operate it efficiently, effectively, and most importantly, safely. And hopefully people will use it. It certainly has its role connecting the airport to Clayton and downtown, connecting the various downtown stadiums with easy ways for people to get to the games. Remember when people used to go to Cardinal games? It was very crowded there. And so that's it. But so I hope we focus Metrolink efforts on, instead of trying to expand it further and getting into some urban planner dreams of convincing everybody in the suburbs to take light rail everywhere, which is never going to happen,
right,
to operate it safely and effectively for the people who need it. And at the same time, as our transit needs change and adjust around the region, we should be focused much more on just operating a good, effective, and safe bus system for the region, for the people. We need to operate transit for the people who need and use transit, not for the people that urban planners dream will eventually use transit.
Okay. When I first saw the story about golf carts, I was absolutely stupefied because I don't know where people are using golf carts. Are they using it to go to work? Is it just around the neighborhood? What is it?
Well, golf carts, we've got people in our neighborhood in U City who own golf carts and travel around on neighborhood streets in it. In some parts of the city, the Post-Dispatch story on these new regulation proposals, focused on the Hill and in Soulard. I've got friends in Soulard, so I hang out there sometimes, and you absolutely see the golf carts all the time around the Soulard area. And so there's a proposal, inevitably, they're looking for more regulation of it. Obviously, my inclination is not to just automatically support new regulations for anything unless there's really a need for it. In fairness, what's being proposed in the city of St. Louis is largely, I don't think it goes too far at this point. That doesn't necessarily say I support it for reasons I'll get into in a second, but it's not crazy stuff like I get. Yes, if you're operating a golf cart on the streets, you should be 16. You should not be able to block a sidewalk with your parked golf cart. Some of this stuff is pretty basic, and a lot of other suburbs have it. Perhaps because it's the city and more people and more use, it's getting more attention. But a lot of suburbs have similar rules. But one of the members of the Board of Aldermen who's pushing back against it, Alderman Cohn, he raised a couple of very good points. And the biggest one is, the police department in the city is already short several hundred officers. They're already having trouble focusing on the big stuff because there's not enough of them. And now you're going to add golf cart permit enforcement.
Right.
I mean, this is not what the city police need to be focused on right now. So enforcement is a very good question that Alderman Cohn raised in the article. And then some other people in the story sounded a lot making the points I would make, that sure, these individual regulation proposals aren't so awful, but what comes next? And we know that the story of regulation and burdensome regulations around this country is not so much that they all come in crazy burdensome right away. It's that they come in maybe sounding much more reasonable, and then they expand, and the regulations grow, and the burdens grow, and the rules grow, and the like, and it gets worse and worse. So what comes next here with golf carts? So that would be the concern. But again, in fairness, the basic stuff being proposed now, you have to be 16, you can't block a sidewalk. While some of this stuff is probably already in state law, the alderman proposing it, Alderman Devotee from the Hill, he's not wrong to necessarily want to sort of clarify it in city ordinance to make that stuff more clear too. But the questions about who's going to enforce this, why don't we just enforce existing state laws that already, at least in some cases, apply, and what comes next? Those are all really legitimate questions to make, because I would not want to see, now you got to get your golf cart inspected every year for safety. Now, the one problem with the current proposals, I do think it goes a little too far in requiring, turn signals and seat belts and a bunch of other stuff for any golf cart. I mean, they are golf carts. They don't go that fast, although new golf carts can go a lot faster than people imagine. So I'm not in support of that part of it. But these are the questions that people deserve to ask. Where's this going to be in 5 years? Is there going to be a new golf cart tax, a new annual inspection? I mean, this stuff grows. Regulation grows, and it can get bad fast.
So this sounds like a urban thing, right? Maybe a couple of blocks, because they're electric, right? So you got to get them charged, and they don't go as fast. I heard you just said they do go faster than you think, but they're not cars. So it seems to me like this is something that is just replacing walking.
Right. Right. Although golf carts are better for carrying stuff, like if you want to
six-pack of beer,
right, your groceries, if you live near maybe your small business and you just want to, you got work stuff to carry back and forth. Right. Walking is good, and Americans should walk more, and I should walk more.
I should.
I'm including myself in this. But right, people really do like golf carts, and there are neighborhoods in this region where there's more golf carts than people think. And trust me, if you go down to Soulard, during a Saturday afternoon and go do some shopping or get a drink in Soulard, you're going to see a lot of golf carts.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I think that we need new regulations for it. It's just that they are popular, and they do fill a role. They're easy to maneuver it in and out. They're easy to park in small spots. They shouldn't be parking on the sidewalk, but you don't need a big spot to park it. And and they're fun. Like what's more fun than tooling around in a golf cart? I've been driving golf carts my whole life, including as a kid, much younger than 16, up in Michigan on the street. Like, it's a lot of fun to tool around in one.
Well, I have to say, I've never been in a golf cart in my entire life.
What part of Michigan?
Where does that come from?
Well, because I go to South Haven all the time, and those areas like that, the little towns, and they have golf carts there, and we use them actually there.
Absolutely. There are places in Michigan where it's like Fillard, but it's been that way for decades and decades. People drive golf carts as their primary means of transportation. It's like, the villages down in Florida, all the elderly people retired there. Golf carts are the main way to get around town. It's fun. You're out, you can chat, wave as you drive around. It's good.
Well,
I don't think we need to automatically regulate them in the city of St. Louis. All that said, in fairness to the current proposal, generally speaking, I think the terms being proposed here are modest. The questions are, who's going to enforce it, which with the current state of understaffing in the city police department is a perfectly appropriate question, and what comes next, which is, again, with the whole history of these type of rules and regulations, is another perfectly valid concern for people to have.
I think Vic's over the golf cart conversation.
No.
But Commander Connors here said that even on the Hill they have
What
them.
in the hell is going on this show? This used to be my show back in the day.
Used to.
I just want to say I shan't be getting a golf cart. All right, Dave. Thank you so much, David Stokes, heavyweight champion of municipal policy at the ShowMe Institute. David Stokes. All right, Dave. We'll talk as soon as possible.
Thanks,
We like talking
Have
to
a
you.
great weekend.
Yeah, you
got it.
too, Dave. Thanks.
No time for this now because you got to ask that question. So we'll just move
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
No, it's late. I want more time with Connors.
I know.
Which I could have done.
I know. We can stretch it. We can stretch it. Besides, calm down. This is a good song, right?
This is one of my
All right.
favorites. Absolutely. Dreadlock Holiday from 10cc.
See, I know how to calm them down.
All right. Commander Connors is next on 1019 and 94.1 News Talk STL, number one for live and local conservative talk.
I was walking down the street, concentrating on.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show
Cool, honey bunny. Be cool.
on News Talk STL.
I saw four faces, one mad, a brother from the gutter. They looked me up and down a bit and turned to each other.
Okay, good morning, everybody. And I want to tell you that Chris Cooper, he's got a show that we talk about all the time, Serenity Wealth Now. And I believe, I hope I got this right. If I got this wrong, I'm like such an idiot. I think he's filling in and doing the Tobler show Saturday.
He might even be incorporating a little fun with finance in that whole fill-in for Dr. Tobler.
Is that right? Did I get it right, Tobler?
You did.
Okay. So, yeah. Maybe not, though, because it's not that kind of show. It's a
You're right.
show like ours. He may slip in a quick, hey, two broke guys walk into a bar and they meet Chris Cooper. And they walk out rich. But Chris Cooper at Serenity Wealth Management is just a great guy to talk to about your situation, your financial situation. I understand that talking about your money and your finances and your future, sometimes people just don't want to talk about it, and I completely get it, okay? And Chris gets it. So he's not going to sit you down and put the straps in the chair and say, don't move until I tell you everything about everything. He's going to just talk to you and have a nice conversation that will eventually roll into something about your future and your money. So, make sure you leave your money to your kids or your charity of your choice instead of the government or the medical care community. Listen to Serenity Wealth Now, Sunday mornings at 9. And Chris doing the Tobler Show Saturday morning, 6 to 9. And you can get his new book, too, The New Holistic Retirement, for free at SerenityNowTax.com. That's SerenityNowTax.com. Serenity Now, Chris Cooper.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors.
Serenity Now.
This app is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, I listen on my phone.
If you have a phone, you have a radio.
It is awesome.
Download the all-new News Talk STL app and listen anytime, anywhere.
Ready to build your career? Lee May Concrete Block is now hiring full-time laborers. Forklift experience a plus, but we'll train the right people. Great pay and benefits included. Call 314-638-9940 or visit 326 East Courtois in St. Louis.
JC's Wayback Machine.
From the archives this week, 3 rare interviews. Saturday Night Live overlord Lorne Michaels, Woody Allen, and Demi Moore. Plus, we'll have a musical tribute to Tom Petty, who we lost 8 years ago next week. We have a special announcement about a new show I'll be doing. And as always, great tunes from the 90s, 80s, and 70s, all brought to you by the Weber Automotive Group.
It's JC's Wayback Machine every Saturday night, 6 to 9 on News Talk STL.
Hey, folks, the Clayton Sleep Institute and my friend Dr. Ojal back supporting free common sense conservative radio. ClaytonSleep.com, treating the full range of adult and pediatric sleep disorders from sleep apnea to insomnia, restless leg syndrome, periodic limb movement, and narcolepsy. What an awesome place. New comfy setting for the sleep lab. ClaytonSleep.com, 314-645-5855. Better sleep, better life.
Attention all gun enthusiasts. Don't miss the big St. Charles County Gun Show, September 26th or 28th at the Steel Shop Athletic Center in St. Charles, with 500 tables of pistols, handguns, rifles, long guns, shotguns, ammo, and more. The fun starts Friday, September 26th at 4, continues all weekend. Admission just $14 and good for the entire weekend. Kids 12 and under get in free, with discounts for veterans and first responders. The big St. Charles County Gun Show, the weekend of September 26th at the Steel Shop Athletic Center. More info at bkpromotions.us.
So many ways to listen to News Talk STL. Enable our Alexa skill.
Hello.
Hey, Alexa.
Yes, I'm listening.
Play News Talk STL.
Welcome to News Talk STL, conservative talk radio for St. Louis.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Hey y'all, this is Killer Bee's world famous comedian. You are listening to my brand new dad, Vic Porcelli, on News Talk STL. Oh yeah, I'm not wearing pants.
Why are they all nude when they come in here?
Joe DeVito too, right?
I know.
Yeah. Boss Gags, by the way. Breakdown dead ahead. Okay, Ken. Do you have that?
Not yet.
Okay. All right, so let's get going here because it's time to talk to Commander Connors.
St. Louis. It's Commander Connors' neighborhood.
I had to change it.
So he goes from putting on his sweater and his sneakers to picking up the AK-47
Oh,
and going
yeah,
into
baby.
battle.
Oh, yeah.
I've said this before, Larry, but I'll say it again. The beginning of your show, when you move the microphone and you salute, I can't tell you how much I love that.
Well, it's just one of those things I just started, and it caught fire like many things like you do, Serenity Cooper.
Yeah.
Serenity now.
Right.
I mean, those things catch fire.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
All right. So let's talk about, I don't know, you know more about what this means.
I know more than, no, I'm sorry.
Let me know when you find that because it's going to be apropos to this entire morning so far. Department of War Secretary Hegseth. By the way, do you like the Department of War as opposed to the Defense?
I do like that.
Ken and I have been saying we got to be on the offensive.
I agree.
So we name our War Department Department of Defense. So we're on the defense right off the bat.
Right.
So Department of War Secretary Hegseth directed U.S. generals and admirals to convene for, in quotes, a rare meeting in Virginia. What's going on here?
There's still a lot of speculation, and it's still not clear exactly who's going. If it's a certain star level or flag officers, we do know that he has fired and numerous officers already, and partly because of their DEI indoctrination and constantly doing that and still doing it when they were told not to. That we are a nation of warriors in our Department of War. We're not here to be DEI. And I don't know if that's going to be one of the things he's driving home and/or publicly call some of them out at that meeting. It's not clear. He might also be saying, look, just to understand our trajectory going forward, we are the Department of War. We're not looking for war, but if someone starts it, we will finish it.
Of course. And we talked about earlier today, Ken and Larry and I, about that famous video of Saddam Hussein when he has his whole government there and he starts calling out names for guys to be taken out back and shot.
Yeah.
So I have a question, though.
Yes, sir.
Still doing DEI? So, I mean, you're a military guy, Larry. When you're given an order and you don't do it, what's the consequence for that?
I can think of several. The official consequence is you're demoted, and then eventually you could be discharged.
Well, why isn't that happening?
Well, that might be part of what this is going to happen. What will happen?
As far as we know, nobody will be taken out back and shot.
No. But they will claim and cry out they did, because all I was doing is following the mandate of the people. You don't follow the mandate of the people. You follow the directions from your general and commanding officer.
I wonder if Mark Milley gets away with everything he did while he was.
I love the fact that Trump had said the other day, we're going to take back Bagram Air Force Base. We're going to deal with that. And Milley and others, we'll see.
I think he committed treason on more than one occasion.
Well, what about Lloyd Austin? AWOL. I mean, if you go AWOL, you're put in the brig. AWOL, you're away without leave, without permission, obviously. And he just disappeared. And he did not tell his commanding superior or the commander-in-chief, I'm going to be in the hospital for about a week. He didn't even tell his assistant, and they didn't know about it.
And so in the military, we have two versions of law as well, because a normal soldier, and this happens on a daily basis, will be thrown in the brig right away.
Justice, yeah.
Yeah.
So Lloyd Austin, when that first happened, Kenny and I were like, oh, he's AWOL. We don't really know the protocols of the military. We haven't been in the military, but we were right. It was AWOL.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's not where he's supposed to be on a regular basis, unless he informed someone, and of course he can give himself leave, but if I'm inside and I decide I'm just going to take an extra week to go to Tijuana,
Tijuana,
then I don't show up on the morning I'm supposed to be reporting for duty. I'm AWOL.
I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, I would think if you, like you said, if you're going to be away, there's some sort of paperwork you have to fill out. I mean, we got to fill out paperwork if we want a day off.
You get a day off?
Hey, yeah. You know what? Yeah, perfect. Now's the perfect time to play. Since I'm losing control of the show. Yesterday, if you're a Seinfeld fan, you're a Seinfeld fan?
Oh, God, yes.
Banya, remember the comedian Banya?
Yeah.
He was here with us yesterday.
Oh, I missed that.
And we were talking about stand-up comics, and I started to bring one up, and then all hell broke loose.
Steve Heitner is with us from Seinfeld. You remember him as Banya. Now, there's a guy my wife likes.
I'm sure there's quite a few.
Hey, you know what? Go promote your show somewhere else.
Oh my God. I am clipping that.
Anyway, she likes me too. I just like to say, but he doesn't have a stand up. He doesn't have an act. He doesn't have a routine. All he does is interact with the audience for 2 hours.
Right.
The guy's unbelievable. What?
Crowd work.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Matt Rife?
Yes.
Yeah. He's also easy on the eyes for the ladies. I don't know if you noticed.
My wife says.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he's right.
Right.
What in the hell?
He's got some insight.
You think you had a good time?
Yeah, they put little hearts on the letters. Draw little hearts and arrows.
It was funny when he said, and he's easy on the eyes. And Vic said, well, my wife thinks so too. Wait a minute. Maybe he is right.
Could be. All right, so let's talk about J6 for a minute, Larry, because Christopher Wray, how many FBI assets did he say was
Yeah,
on
he
the
said
ground?
there were like 26.
And how many did it turn out to be?
Turns out to be 275, I think.
Huh.
There's a typo.
Was it? A typo, yeah.
That zero just
and
popped
you know
up
what?
there.
He could say that
and
get away with it.
Yeah, because it started with a 2.
Right.
A number got dropped.
Just one in the middle. That's all it was.
But people went to prison in gulags for this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. And some of those who were battling police officers, I need to know specific circumstances, if they were really battling them or if they were just scene striking an officer. I would never encourage that anyway.
Of course not.
Unless you are defending yourself, which I would need to know more details. But most of the people they were rounding up, they just were walking through, staying inside the velvet ropes.
Yeah.
Guards were, remember the shaman, the guards were basically showing him around.
Oh, the shaman?
Yeah, the shaman.
Yeah.
So with 274 FBI agents on scene there,
wow,
what did they think was going to happen? Why would they have so many agents there?
And how many of them were in the midst of the so-called rioters? They weren't there to do anything but
my
get
point. I think you missed my point. My
I
point
did miss
is
your point.
Don't. I'm telling you, stop it. The point is, why did they send 274 agents when nothing really should have happened?
Right.
It's just that Trump was giving a speech and they were gonna, what do they call it?
You want help now?
No, not from you. I want from him. What did they do that day in Congress? They finalized the election.
Certify the election.
Certify the election. Maybe I should ask you.
Yeah, maybe that's pretty good.
But my point is, that's all that was on the schedule for the day.
Right.
Yet they sent 274 agents to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't find that weird?
Oh, I definitely did. And again, if I may interject what I was trying to say before you rudely interrupted me, we don't know how many of them were actually undercover. They have still not been specific about that. And we do know there's clear video of Capitol Police arresting a couple guys, bring them into a room. They got their handcuffs behind them, and they release them right there. They're all laughing and joking. They tell them to go out another door. They were acting like they were enforcing and bringing these in, but those two guys obviously were somebody, either the FBI or someone they were working with inside that crowd.
There was so much video like that around every part
but you
of
never
it.
saw
but
it,
you
did
never
you?
saw the committee play any of that. Isn't that odd?
No.
And being 274 different FBI agents, 2 women, remember, died that day. And were any of those agents there when that happened?
Yeah.
I'd like to know that.
And I'm glad you said died, because many people would say killed. Well, we don't know if the one that died on the ground got stomped
outside,
or trampled. And we know one woman was killed by Capitol Police.
In my opinion, murdered.
I still have a difficult problem with that, because she had numerous opportunities to stop from doing that, and she got caught up in the moment. The window is broken. His job is to protect. The doors are locked. No one's supposed to come into the chambers. She had a backpack on. He doesn't know what's in that backpack. He can see her climbing through the window. And if he was really just trying to kill her, he would have fired more than one shot. One shot knocked her back out the window.
He's got a little trigger finger, a little
well, when
itchy trigger finger.
Yeah,
when I'm
he
shooting,
has a history, and
you're firing 3 to 5 shots immediately, but he only fired one shot.
But he has a history though.
That he shot it all. He's got a little itchy trigger finger in his past.
Yeah.
That could be, but you got to look at the individual incidents. Go ahead.
And I agree. I understand why you think that. Here's my opinion on that. Because she was being shoved by about 4 or 5 different men.
Well, that I would
through that window.
Yeah.
And he saw that. I mean, this is a police officer,
Right.
a quote unquote police officer, seeing the situation, seeing her not holding a gun or anything.
No,
she's being pushed through a window, and he shoots her.
Well, but
he
at that moment, in that decisive moment, is she going in voluntarily, or are they throwing her in there? Well, they're not throwing her in there, and she is voluntarily getting into the window, so they're helping her get through it. So he couldn't see or tell if they were doing it or not.
How about going through the window and then him saying, "Stop, police"?
But what if she's got an explosive device in that backpack? She's now inside the chamber.
Oh, well,
I don't think anybody would go that far, honestly.
But not only that, but Larry, I mean, if she had the backpack on either side of that door, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, I agree.
And if he shot her,
I agree.
he could have actually ignited the damn thing.
Well, I agree with that.
If he could see her hands,
and he could,
and I have James Hurston. I have on many times, international attorney, novelist, and everything else, and he's always been a great guest. But when that happened, and we were discussing it right after that, and he said she was a service member, and I said, well, James, if I were assigned to protect that, and she came through there, she's had numerous opportunities before she now is going through a broken window. So she was obviously looking with intent to get inside. For what intent? Not what we now assume.
And that's why I understand what you're saying, yeah.
But if your duty is to protect that area, you do not let anyone in, period.
All right, we're so late, but I want to say one last thing. There was nothing found in the backpack.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
No.
I'm just saying, if this were a situation where a black kid who was shot by a cop, they would say shot an unarmed man in the street.
In the street like a dog.
But yet, when it was this, it was different. Somehow, it was her fault.
Well, again,
if
it was a black person crawling through the window, and it was a black officer that did the shooting. I mean, bottom line is you're still breaching the secure area.
What's coming up tonight, 6 to 8 o'clock on
I
Larry
got a
Connor's
lot. I
USA?
mean, we're going to look at the Comey indictments. We're going to look at Antifa finally being labeled as a terrorist organizations. I mean,
About
we've got
time.
Oh, yeah. And we've got so many others. We are locked and loaded. ready on the right.
What are you talking about? Antifa's an idea.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not a real thing.
the idea is to tear our nation down.
It's an idea with a logo.
Yeah.
And a flag.
How many ideas have a logo and a flag?
And
different
a
chapters.
uniform.
Right.
uniform.
And the Klan is the same thing, but they no longer exist.
All right.
And they might in smaller cells, but you don't see them out there calling. How many, after the Charlie Kirk assassination, how many cities got burned and looted and rioted?
Can you count those up, Ken? How many? Can you
I'd say all
calculate it up?
of zero.
Yeah.
Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and I would not wish this on Al Sharpton, but if Al Sharpton had been shot down at a rally, all of the
Oh my God.
Oh.
now on top of that, then the Mets player that leaves that Sunday game, it goes to Memorial, and the broadcaster makes it, well, that's kind of weird he did that. Would he have said the same thing if this guy had been going to a memorial for Al Sharpton?
No.
I don't know, but the bottom line is it's that double standard that just gets me every time.
And if it were Sandy Koufax, who didn't play on Saturdays because he was Jewish, and Hank Greenberg back in the day.
Yeah, did you see Chariots of Wheels of Chariots?
Wheels of Chariots.
Chariots of Fire. Thank you.
You got it.
Get out of here.
Adios.
Larry Connor.
God bless.
Commander Connor's Neighborhood.
Love it. 6 to 8 tonight. Commentary at 7:30, 12:03, and 3:30.
Sure.
All right, that's Larry Connors. Miller Time is next on 1019 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Love it.
It's Friday!
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken. Ken can dunk a basketball. Vic can dunk a donut. The Vic Porcelli Show on 1019 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Not for nothing, but I can do the 360 dunk on the donut.
Yeah.
Can't 360 dunk a basketball, can you?
So
I got a few degrees on you. All right. Kathy Connor. I had something up in July. I meant to talk about this so long ago, and I apologize. I forgot. On the anniversary of Live Aid, this year was the 40th anniversary of Live Aid, and I put Queen's famous great set up there. And Kathy commented on it, and she said, boy, Freddie Mercury's voice is just the best, or something like that. It was really cool. And all I replied to her back was, "Ayo," and she loved it.
It worked.
So Kathy is a great person. Besides being running an honest business, her and her husband Rob, Connor Roofing is the only really place that I hear getting 100% Google reviews that are great, and Yelp reviews and all the other reviews. I really got to get caught up on technology. It's got to be others than just those two, but I'm sure that the Better Business Bureau give them is it A+, triple A+, A+, and they get that for a reason, because they've been doing this for 30 years, and they understand if they do a good job, then you will tell your friend or listen to Vic and Ken, and they'll tell you to go to Connor Roofing, and everything will be fine. So get in touch with them right away at connorroofing.com, CONNER roofing.com.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
Join me and Tim tomorrow at the Hideout. We'll be doing our show live, of course, from 4 to 6. I may even let you eat some of my crack fries.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps, weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common sense, science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on Newstalk STL. And you can visit us at inhstl.com. That's inhstl.com.
Hey, Columbo here for Rockwood Charcoal. Rockwood is made from 100% pure Missouri oak and hickory, so you're cooking with the best and supporting local industry and a local business all at once. There's over 100 area Rockwood retailers. Find yours at rockwoodcharcoal.com.
The Washington Guard presents the 4th annual Patriots Banquet, The Price of Freedom, honoring real American heroes. Join us October 11th at Parish Hall in Union, Missouri. Hear from featured speakers Doug Giles, founder of Warriors and Wild Men, and Marine Colonel Jack Jackson, Harrier jet fighter pilot. Master of Ceremonies Jamie Allman will host this inspiring evening. For tickets, visit thewashingtonguard.com. Use code NewstalkSTL for $10 off.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. Human trafficking is modern-day slavery, and it often hides in plain sight. Be alert. People who seem fearful, isolated, or who don't have their ID or money may need your help. To share a tip, call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 888-373-7888. Together, we can protect victims and stop trafficking in Missouri.
Paid for by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
I wouldn't sell my bike for all the money in the world.
If they have to pay out $159 billion.
Not for $100 billion, million, trillion dollars.
Over $1 billion, $300 million, trillion, $300 million.
You're crazy. I know you are, but what am I?
On NewstalkSTL.
That's perfect for the show.
It is.
What you played is perfect for the show. All right, welcome to it. It's 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Tomorrow night is the St. Louis County Lincoln and Reagan Day dinner at River City Casino Hotel Ballroom. It's going to be a great night. If you want to get in, I think you still can, right? Didn't Renee say we had Renee on?
Yeah, if you call her.
Was that yesterday?
Yes.
So call Renee, 314-398-6667. I think that's the best way. She has an email here too, but just call her.
Yeah, just call her.
314-398-6667 and get in on the St. Louis County Lincoln Reagan Day dinner. Joseph Ziegler, who testified in front of a House committee with another IRS guy, just blew the doors off the whole Hunter Biden laptop story. So that's tomorrow night. All right, Ken, I know it's early.
I don't care.
I don't either. It's Miller time.
Welcome to Miller time.
It's Miller time. Miller time. Miller time.
I will once again point out the amazing production work Ken Williams did on that open. It's fabulous.
Thanks, man.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
So Stephen Miller, Assistant Chief of Staff to President Trump. Sunday, Ken, was so impactful on people, and we're hearing one by one how celebrities, people that we know, were really impacted by it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Erica Kirk's speech. Tim Allen said that when he heard her say she forgave the guy who murdered her husband, he has a whole new outlook on stuff like this.
I think a lot of people have, Vic.
And he's looked inward to, because we can get pretty hateful when somebody does something to somebody we love.
I didn't really talk about this on the air, but I talked to my pastor.
Did you?
I actually emailed him.
Wow.
Because you can do that. And I just said I wanted to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
You know, as
the
leader of the church. Well, I haven't talked to him.
Oh, okay.
We set it up.
All
But
right.
that I think a lot of people, when they heard that, they were like, wow, okay, I really need to reevaluate what's going on here. And I think Christians, but not only Christians, Vic, but I think Democrats looked at that and went, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm trying to get a handle on these people. That helped.
I'm pretty sure that I thought it was common knowledge that Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And that was the exact line that Erica Kirk quoted when she said, I forgive the guy who shot her husband.
Right.
So I don't know. Just something, if it's good enough for Tim Allen, it's good enough for all of us. All right, Kenny, are you ready?
Yep.
Give me a Miller.
Miller time.
Hello, Turning Point. Hello, Patriots. Hello to our fearless president, Donald J. Trump. And hello to millions of Americans all across this land who are gathered in sadness and sorrow to mourn Charlie Kirk, but also to dedicate ourselves to finishing his mission and achieving victory in his name.
I probably should have mentioned before we went into it that all the Miller Times we're doing today came from that service, funeral, whatever you want to call
Memorial,
it.
yeah.
Memorial for Charlie Kirk in Arizona. And this one's so great, talking about the angels. And, you know, you guys laughed at me yesterday when I said, Erica, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Because she's an angel.
Right.
Go ahead.
Miller time.
The day that Charlie died, the angels wept, but those tears have been turned into fire in our hearts. And that fire burns with a righteous fury that our enemies cannot comprehend or understand. When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm. And our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion.
That I am the storm thing, isn't that on the wall on the way to the coffee machine?
I think so.
I think it's almost the exact same.
I am the storm.
I am the storm.
Yep.
And she is, man. You want to mess with Erica Kirk? You go right ahead. So it is a movement now, and everybody. I am Charlie Kirk, right?
Yeah.
And it is a movement. So many people have called their pastor like you did, Ken, or called a pastor, a random pastor, and
Right.
said, "Hey, can you talk to me?" So Stephen Miller says, you want to rise up against this? That's not a good idea. Kenny, give me a Miller.
Miller time.
And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have?
Fire and brimstone.
You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness. You are jealousy. You are envy. You are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity.
There's so much truth to that, what he said there. Because all the left wants to do at this point is tear down, destroy, divide.
And be violent.
That's all they want. And they can't. You cannot possibly build anything when you're like that.
I could never speak like Stephen Miller speaks, whether it's talking to the press in the White House or in front of 70,000 people there, another 20,000 in the arena next door, and so many people watching either online or on TV.
Worldwide.
Right? A lot of people. You got to have confidence to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have that. But
You
we'll
do
see.
talk to many people every minute of every day.
I do?
You through the
I'll
microphone.
be damned. You're right. All right. But this next clip is exactly what we're talking about. How you've awakened what you can't imagine what has been awakened in all of us. Ken, give me a Miller.
Miller time.
Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us, because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble.
All right, let's squeeze one more in here, Kenny.
Yeah.
About Charlie, of course, Stephen Miller. Ken, give me a Miller.
Miller time.
Our lineage. You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. You have immortalized Charlie Kirk. And now millions will carry on his legacy. And we will devote the rest of our lives to finishing the causes for which Charlie gave his last measure of devotion.
Miller time. Miller time.
I love hearing Stephen Miller speak.
Yep.
And I still have yet to hear him say, right?
Right.
All right. We got to go here, get a little news in. Do want to remind you, coming up, that the Price of Freedom is happening on October 11th in Union. That threw me off. I thought it was going to be in Washington.
Yeah.
But it's in Union. And Colonel Jack Jackson will be here. I'll give you more details on that coming up. Coming up next, hey, in case you didn't hear, Jim Comey got indicted by a grand jury. And Susie Moore will help us kind of figure all of that out. She's coming up next.
If you're considering an annuity as part of your retirement plan, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Bob Stockdale, Senior Vice President Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel, and host of On the Money Saturday mornings at 9 on News Talk STL 1019. Annuities can be a useful tool for some retirement investors, but not all annuities are created equal. Every week, we meet clients who own complex annuities that don't suit their needs and, in some cases, actively undermine their retirement plan. Before you purchase an annuity, get a second opinion from the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel. Requesting a consultation is free of charge. To request a free consultation, contact us at clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member NYSE and SIPC.
Hey, Tony Colombo here with Tim Jones for our friends Rodney and Jen Wallner, the Wallner home selling team at Berkshire Hathaway, the #1 home selling team in the St. Louis area. And I can say that from firsthand experience. My wife and I were blown away from the results that we saw from working with Rodney and Jen, from selling our old home faster and for more money than we thought possible to finding our family's perfect new home. They over-delivered every step of the way. And right now, it's still very much a seller's market. So, Tim, for folks that have been thinking about selling their home, it's a perfect time to call the Wallners.
That's right, Tony. And don't forget, they're licensed in both Missouri and Illinois, so no matter where you are in the metro area, you can put St. Louis's #1 home selling team to work for you. The Wallners' experience and work ethic, second to none. And of course, the numbers speak for themselves. The Wallners sell 15 times more homes per year than the typical realtor. Right now, they're working with so many qualified buyers, they'll guarantee to obtain you an offer. If you've been thinking about selling your home, don't wait. Call the Wallners now at 314-810-SOLD. That's 314-810-SOLD for the Wallner home selling team.
Hungry for the best steak you'll ever have? Head to the heart of Moscow Mills and discover Harry J's, a local landmark and family-owned steakhouse, serving up excellence since '98. From mouth-watering appetizers to decadent desserts, Harry J's has something for everyone. Enjoy our extensive bar selection while soaking in our friendly family atmosphere. Whether dine-in or carry-out, your meal is prepared to perfection. Make the drive to 300 Main Street and treat yourself to a taste of Moscow Mills' finest. Harry J's, more than a steakhouse. We're a tradition.
Still waking up like you fought a bear in your sleep? Yeah, let's fix that. This Labor Day, starting September 5th, save up to $725 on top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and Beautyrest, only at Snooze Mattress Company in Chesterfield Valley. Here's the real game changer, Dream Mapping. We scan your pressure points and match you to the perfect mattress. No guesswork, just real comfort, personalized for you. Plus, 0% easy financing and local no-pressure service. Get in here, because if you don't snooze, you lose.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm John Scott. On the Salem News program, this week on Capitol Hill with Tony Perkins, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham says Mr. Trump is not mincing words on Truth Social.
What President Trump said is very important. He said the United States, our country, will sell Europe all the high-end weapons Ukraine needs, and they can be used in an unlimited fashion. That means that the Russian generals are going to be facing a Ukrainian army with no restrictions. And if you think Russia's having a hard time now with Ukraine, just wait a few more months. This was a game changer.
Senator Lindsey Graham's Complete This Week on Capitol Hill interview will air starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday on the Salem News Channel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has addressed the UN General Assembly in the last hour, speaking via a special hookup to all people in Gaza. Mr. Netanyahu issued the following demand.
So to the remaining Hamas leaders and to the jailers of our hostages, I now say, lay down your arms. Let my people go. Free the hostages. All of them. The whole 48. Free the hostages now.
Encircled by critics and protesters at the United Nations, Netanyahu told fellow world leaders that Israel must finish the job against Hamas in Gaza. Responding to country's recent decisions to recognize Palestinian statehood, Netanyahu said it would encourage terrorism against Jews and others. The Federal Reserve's favored inflation gauge accelerated slightly in August from a year earlier. The Commerce Department reported its personal consumption expenditures price index was up 2.7% in August from a year earlier, that up from a 2.6% year-over-year increase in July, and the most since February. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-822-1716. 800-822-1716. 800-822-1716.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Rodney and Jen Wallner and the entire Wallner home selling team at Berkshire Hathaway. Call them today at 314-810-SOLD. 314-810-SOLD. From the Michaels Flooring Outlet Weather Center.
A weekend warm-up starts today. Tons of sunshine and light west-northwest winds. I expect us to climb to about 83 this afternoon. This is going to be the trend through the weekend and beyond. Cool early mornings, warm afternoons. Unfortunately, this pattern change comes with another long stretch of dry weather. We'll drop through the 70s this evening, down to about 60 by early Saturday morning. 84 and sunny on Saturday, even warmer Sunday, up to 86. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Matt Chambers.
Vic Porcelli.
Come on, you're Italian. You understand.
Every day is a busy day all of a sudden.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Tough and smart, and I love Italian, so, he's definitely Italian.
At least I have this show to come and talk about it and let some stuff up. What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
The Vic Porcelli Show.
All right, hour number 2 of our 3-hour tour. Ken, did you enjoy the deli yesterday with
I really did.
the Gilligan's Island stuff?
I liked it a lot.
And I didn't just do it for you. I mean, I'm
well,
glad.
Of course.
But it was the anniversary of the date of the first show. And that stupid theme song that they had to start off the show with.
Right. But it was so nostalgic. I liked it a lot.
It was good. Yeah. Coming up this hour, we've got Jamie Lissow from the Gutfeld Show is going to be with us at 10:41. 10:25 is What Are You Watching? And right now it's time for Smoozy Q.
I'm having a little trouble here.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Oh,
Susie
no,
Q. Baby, what's that supposed to
mean?
mean?
Don't worry about it. I got it. Thank God.
I'm the boss. How about that?
I should have listened to Susie Moore from the beginning.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right about that.
I could have sang to you, Susie. Ken says no. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not every day I get serenaded by my show host.
That's right. Right. I would have done it. You blame Ken. Okay, so this news. Okay, so here in the Porcelli world, here's how it happens. First of all, Tuesday, play along with me here, okay? Tuesday was the statute of limitations, right?
Statute?
Elaine, is it statue or statute? It's statute. Oh, I really think you're wrong. Did you ever say that on Seinfeld? I don't know why. Anyway.
This coming Tuesday, yes.
But didn't you think it's just going to expire and he's going to get away with it and all that? Come on, tell me the truth. What did you think?
No, I got the impression because they were very cognizant of it running next Tuesday, and there were hints like earlier in the week that something was coming. So, no, I was not thinking it was going to run out.
Well, I'm glad they got it, and I'm glad they got the indictment. And this guy lied to Congress, not only lied to Congress, but he was like arrogant about it. Remember? He was like, never, no. He was lying, Susie.
Well, that's the allegation, and we'll see if they can get it to stick in the court of law. I think there's some pretty strong evidence in support of it, but we'll see how it all plays out.
So I know that you were a civil attorney in your career, not a criminal one, but what's the what happens next, I guess?
So there's an arraignment set for, I think, October 9th. That's basically where he appears in the court. You know, the charges against him are read and he pleads. Presumably he's going to plead not guilty. And then at that point, then the court will start setting the schedule for, discovery deadlines and when the case will be set for trial, that sort of thing.
So arraignment, is that what you said is next? Arraignment?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when the judge says, how do your clients plead? I don't want to hear conjecture or opinion. I don't even want to hear you clear your throat. Sorry, little my cousin Vinny there. I know you. So let's say, okay, so obviously he's going to plead not guilty, right?
Right.
And what does he do? Get a whole team of sharpshooter lawyers like OJ did? I mean, what kind of a legal team is he going to have, you think?
Oh, I think he's going to have a pretty, significant legal team. Some pretty heavy hitters. I'm anxious to see who it is. But and it may be people that we're not as familiar with, maybe people that are more of like the kind of hoity-toity group. No, I'm sure he will have some well educated and very experienced lawyers representing him.
And the prosecution, is it any familiar faces we may see there, or same thing?
That's a good question. I didn't stop to look and see. I looked to see who the judge was that was assigned to it, and that's a Biden appointee, Michael Neckmanoff, I think is his name. But I don't know if it shows yet who the actual prosecutors assigned are. Well, Lindsay Halligan is the U.S. attorney that actually brought the case, but she won't be the actual line prosecutor.
Well, they'll have a team too, right? It won't just be one person.
Right, correct.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. So, she's the only one listed right now. That's my point.
All right. So let's get back to the judge. The judge a lib, right?
Presumably, since he was appointed by Biden. I don't know anything else about him.
That changes everything to me, It's first of all, life has changed for me. And you and I have talked about this, that we shouldn't know what the political leanings of a judge is, right? Justice is blind.
We shouldn't, but that's complicated by the fact that at this level, the judges are appointed by presidents. So by definition, of necessity, we know the party of the president that appointed them. And the assumption is that there is some sort of kindred spirit thing going on there.
So in all your years of following this kind of stuff, though, did that matter back in the day? In let's say 40 years ago, 50 years ago, when a president appointed a judge, did we know that every single thing was going to go for that president and against somebody like Donald Trump?
Well, here I'm going to do the actually thing here again.
Go ahead. That's okay.
Every single case doesn't go the way that the judge's presumed political presumptions are. A lot of them do. Way back in the day, think back to Roe versus Wade. When was that decided? 1972?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was decided basically along ideological lines. This is nothing new. We're just more dialed into it now just because there's a lot more focus on it in the news.
And I think, though, that am I wrong? I think Donald Trump changed everything, right? When he went, when he
You're
was
not
on
wrong there.
right, when he was on trial, every decision, every piece of evidence that would have helped them, they didn't let be admitted. He changed everything, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, they, whatever rules and norms there were all got broken or bent in service of getting him in some way, shape, or form. So, that kind of, it did, you can say when he was made, they broke the mold. Well, when his political career was made, they broke the mold too.
Yeah, because I swear to God, I don't remember this when I was younger. I mean, I wasn't a news hound, but I did pay attention to what was going on, and I don't remember a lot of
But
this.
news wasn't covered the way that it is now.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
I mean, that's the thing you have to keep in mind. We saw the nightly news. We weren't subjected to it 24/7 from every single direction.
You're right. Okay, so let's talk about the charges against Comey. I mean, there's got to be something specific. Prosecutor can't just walk in and say, Your Honor, the defendant's a douchebag, right? Can't do that?
Well, then he probably could, but I don't know how well it would go.
So what exactly are the charges? So funny.
They are making a false statement and obstruction. Basically, he lied to Congress.
That's one or that's both?
That's both of them. There's two counts based on the same thing. In other words,
so he did
one
the
is
same
for
crime
making
twice.
a false statement, and one is for, in doing so, theoretically obstructing a congressional proceeding.
So, this jail time? Do you think jail time happens?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Even if there's a conviction, which I'm not going to hold my breath on right now, there's too many variables. No, I mean, I think there can be up to 5 years in jail, but this to me smacks. And I haven't looked at what the sentencing guidelines are, but my assumption and guess here is that this is one of those things that even if there's a guilty verdict, a court would go pretty lenient, just given all of the circumstances.
But if you get convicted, it is on your permanent record.
That is true. And I should correct myself. I do know who's representing Comey. It's Patrick Fitzgerald.
And do we know him?
Yes.
Tell me about him.
Wasn't he the special counsel for the Valerie Plame case?
I remember the name Fitzgerald.
I remember Valerie Plame. I talked to her once.
Right. So way back under the Bush administration, when the whole brouhaha with Scooter Libby and all that was going on, because supposedly he outed a CIA agent in relation to the weapons of mass destruction and all that stuff. Patrick Fitzgerald was the special prosecutor or special counsel appointed to oversee that case.
Wasn't Valerie Plame the one that was unmasked or whatever they call it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I talked to her, oh my God, I don't know, more than 10 years ago. It was either 2007, 2008, or 2009, those 3 years. And we talked about being a CIA agent and being undercover and everything. And then, of course, I had to say, so is it easy for you to do undercover spy work because you're hot? And she was like, oh my. She took it very well. She was hot,
well,
Valerie.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. She was a very attractive lady, yes.
And I just, Ken, what do you call it? What do you call it?
What?
Unarm the people or
disarm.
Yeah, it was just
disarm.
For that.
Just to disarm the yeah.
And she appreciated the
guest.
compliment, I think.
That's good. That's because some people might take offense to that, but I'm glad she did not. And the other thing to remember about Patrick Fitzgerald is he was actually appointed to that position by James Comey, so they have a long-standing relationship. But that's fine. That's his attorney. I mean, there's nothing untoward about having somebody who's your good buddy represent you if they're qualified to do so.
Hey, I wanted to ask a little, talk about not so much the legal aspect, but the Democrat Party right now. They've been waiting for this moment for there to be an investigation by the Trump administration against these people who did the Russia collusion, denied the laptop and all this other stuff that's coming down the pike. Okay. But they're saying, Susie, automatically, like they had it all pre-planned, of course, because they did, where everybody's saying, no, see, it's retribution. Mm-hmm. Now, we know it's accountability. We're trying to get accountability, but they're saying retribution, and it was automatic. I guess my point is, what if, is it automatic that we can't investigate somebody because it's automatically retribution, even if they did something wrong?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
No.
Oh,
It's
not a
not,
right
but
point?
it's automatic that that's how it's going to be spun.
Yeah, and I don't think it's okay.
It's
you
almost
know?
like they're saying, no, see, we've got this because you, even though you might be right, it's automatic retribution if you're doing it from that side, though.
Yeah, but that's just political spin. I mean, it's how it's how the world of politics works.
It's bullshit stuff. So
you got close there, Vic.
Don't you
cuss on this here radio.
Oh, I've come closer, actually, unfortunately. But see, here's the thing I think that Ken is talking about too, right? In this particular case, this is the most recent, the newest case to talk about on TV news. And Fox News comes on and says, James Comey was indicted on 2 charges of lying to Congress. And then that's it. If that's all they say, then MSNBC and CNN will say, Fox News was saying Jim Comey's a terrible person. He should go to jail.
Right.
I mean, they don't really, they don't take just the truth and they try to squeeze it into something that really they didn't say. That was a terrible question. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say it's a day ending in Y, though, Vic. I mean, that's the way it works. That's the way the media spins. That's the way. I mean,
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. This is Walter Cronkite.
What it is, what it was.
But I'm sick of it, I guess, is what I'm saying. You know?
Well, that's okay.
Maybe that's it.
And
I don't know.
CNN,
you have a radio show that you can vent about it on 3 hours a day.
maybe we should
Awesome.
try that. Maybe we
Let's
should try
vent.
that.
Let's vent. All right, go, Vic.
But I'm venting right now. I don't like anybody on CNN and MSNBC really are so insignificant right now. I think we give them more credit than they deserve just from audience size alone.
Can I vent now?
If you must.
Okay, it's not retribution, it's accountability.
All right. By the way, your cue is
I
for,
feel better.
I must. If
I
you
must.
wanna, If you want to play
I'm sorry.
Blazing
All
Saddles.
right, all
Okay.
right.
Go ahead, Susie. How do I answer these two idiots?
The assignment.
Right. No, it's okay. But you see what I'm saying, right? I mean, if you just take audience size, Fox News blows them away combined, right? I mean, CNN, well, they have dozens of listeners.
Tens,
I tell you, tens of listeners. So maybe it just doesn't matter and we're getting too hopped up about stuff we shouldn't get hopped up about.
I think it's fine to point out the double standard, and when there's inconsistency and hypocrisy, I don't think you should stop doing that. They're still sort of like the mainline liberal left-leaning media, and that's what the go-to is for people on that side of the aisle as far as where they get their news. So I think it's still fine to do it. I would agree. Maybe getting super worked up about it isn't good for you.
Well, you know, I am
for your blood pressure.
I am
or whatever,
Italian and I am from New Jersey, and I hold a grudge. All right, so let's talk about something else for a second because it's kind of it goes along with what we're talking about right now. I learned something new in the last couple of weeks. The Smith-Munt Act, and Ellie Mae, right?
Ellie Mae, yes.
Wee doggy. Well, she came on and she made this TikTok video that said, why don't we reinstate the Smith-Munt Act, which from what I understand, Obama got rid of. And the whole point of the act, Susie, is to keep the media accountable and accurate.
So we're probably going to part ways on this.
Oh, boy. Former correspondent Susie Moore with us today.
It's been right knowing you all and being a regular guest. No, I think, and I'm not 100% on this. I'm kind of wavering back and forth. My concern is this: when the shoe's on the other foot, I do not like the government, whoever is in charge of it, being the arbiter of truth. Because remember, we didn't like it one bit when Joe Biden was the ostensible president and we were under the thumb of, Nina Jankowicz and the like. And so I am not a big fan of legislation that says, okay, here's where the government's going to get involved and say, true, not true, information, misinformation. I don't like it.
So what about when it's somebody's health, right? When Rachel Maddow saw, you get the vaccination, the virus, she was pounding her finger on the counter. The vaccination stops with you. What about that? That people died because of that.
And that's the exact flip side of the argument they were making. People are going to die if you allow people to dispute this information.
Wow.
It's the same thing. I'm very, very leery of that being the solution.
All right. Sorry, that was very Simon Cowell the way I said that. All right, good luck. All right, Susie, Red State Radio. There's the one he said that was the big fat kid Jonathan who sang great opera, and you know, they prejudge people when they're up on that stage. And Simon goes, "All right,
True.
good luck." Red State Radio, Saturday, 4:00.
Sunday at 4
Sunday,
o'clock.
damn it. I'm so sorry. All right, so we'll listen to you then. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Susie.
Sonia Dada, you don't treat me no good no mo. Take us to break. What are you watching? And then the great Jamie Lissow at 1041. Well, I did that like Christopher Walken. Jamie
did. It
Lissow.
was kind of weird.
All coming up. Stick around.
I'm gonna pack up my bags and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna split. I can't stand it.
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Over here, dear.
On NewstalkSTL.
You and I might have something in common. Back pain. I can tell you where I go for help. Esquire Sports Medicine, the spine of St. Louis. They can put athletes back on the field so they can clearly help us. Esquire Sports Medicine, hands-on chiropractic help on Big Bend, just north of Highway 40. 314-644-0885. EsquireSportsMedicine.com. EsquireSportsMedicine.com.
Join us for the annual St. Louis County Lincoln Reagan Day Dinner on Saturday, September 27th at the River City Casino Hotel Ballroom. Hear from top Missouri state and federal officials, plus special guest federal IRS agent Joseph Ziegler, who played a key role in the Hunter Biden investigation. Enjoy dinner, networking, and a silent auction. For tickets, call Renee Artman at 314-398-6667 or email reneeartman1530@gmail.com.
Springtime in St. Louis, and if you hate to paint, do what your neighbor Mr. Rob Miller from Harvesttown Auto Body in St. Peters did. He called Rhino Shield. Rob, what was the thought process for going with Rhino Shield as a business owner?
My family's business is over 10,000 square feet, and it did not have the curb appeal I wanted.
Rob, tell everyone how the experience was with Rhino Shield from start to finish.
The process that I liked was when you came out, you gave me all of these options that would fit my building. Our building was really faded. I don't want to have to paint my building again. 25 years is a long time to not have to worry about the outside maintenance of your building as far as paint. That's a no-brainer. That's why Rhino Shield worked for me.
Are your neighbors jealous?
I would be if I was them.
Thanks, Rob. Now it's time to call 877-25-RHINO, 877-25-RHINO, or 877-25rhino.com. Genius.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
News Talk STL. The latest news.
The conservative political activist Charlie Kirk has died.
Happens right here.
The arrest is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement. Partners are proud to stand here today together to bring justice.
101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Whoosh.
It's Friday.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. You want like a sandwich or something?
What kind of sandwich ain't too fattening?
I have the sandwich.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
My wife pulled that one on me over the weekend, last weekend.
What, like a suggestion or?
No, it was like, I don't know, a portion of pasta or something.
No?
Because she's telling me I'm fat, you know?
What? You're a rail.
So her thing is eat less, move more. You've told me to do that forever. To walk. Anyway,
since you mentioned that, I got my results back from my doctor's visit,
and
my A1C's down.
All right,
I know.
Jardiance the musical.
No, I'm not using that stuff. No, that's natural.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, I was like, "What's not too fattening?" Because half a plate or something.
Right. Well, that's good.
Because she's seen the movie too. All right. What are you watching? What are you what? I see now how flamboyant you are. It's nut jobs. Go ahead.
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching? What are you watching?
The great Kathy KAISER from Fox 2 joins us every Friday at this time. How are you?
I'm fine. I thought I wasn't going to be here today.
Why?
Because if it could have happened trying to get here, it happened. A train, traffic backup.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, Vic's going to think I'm not coming, but I'm here. Yay.
Here you are.
Enough said. So let's fly through these.
Okay.
And then we're also joined by Ashlyn, producer here at the radio station. Hi, Ashlyn.
Hi, everyone.
Good to have you. And she's been watching something we're going to talk about. Kenny's been watching. I've been watching. So you go.
We've been watching. Yay.
What are you
Eleanor the
watching?
Great. Eleanor the Great. June Squibb. Do you guys love June Squibb?
I don't know who that is.
Really? Oh, older actress. Actually, Scarlett Johansson, this is her directorial debut.
Oh, I know her.
Okay.
And I know you guys maybe think she's rather attractive in
A little bit.
front of the camera,
Just
right?
a little, yeah.
Well, she can do it behind the camera too.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic movie.
All of the stuff that you brought up today, I know one actor of all the actors you listed.
Really?
So Jessica Hecht was in Breaking Bad,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you
She's
love
good.
this.
Yeah, I like her.
Anyway, the movie's about, this older lady who is with her dear friend forever and she passes away.
Oh.
And she is a Holocaust survivor. Well, as she moves in with her daughter, June Squibb's character, right? She moves in with her daughter. They're going to, make some adjustments. She ends up with this Holocaust survivor support group and she starts telling her friend's story, but they don't realize, her friend who passed away, that it's her story and they think it's hers. And so there's lots of dynamics going on. And she meets this young lady who's totally engrossed in what she's trying to share, right? And then, the whole movie is about forgiveness. It's about overwhelming grief. And it's about the fact that, we need, you guys just talked about it with Erica Kirk. We need some forgiveness in the world.
Yeah.
Of,
She changed a lot of minds.
she did.
So how
she
many
sure did.
popcorns?
That one's getting 4.5 out of 5.
Wow, that's a lot, right?
That's
For
a
you?
lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot for me.
You're
Grab your
tough.
popcorn.
All right, next one. I thought this movie was called True Story when I first looked at the thing.
Okay, no,
It's
no,
called
no.
The Senior,
The
right?
Senior, right? And it is a true story about a gentleman who went back to college. He got kicked out. He's at a D3 school in Texas. He gets kicked out for fighting, and he's the captain of the football team. He decides at 59 years old, he's going to go back to college. And he's not only going to go back to college, he's going to try to get back on the football team.
At 59.
At 59,
Hey.
and he did it.
I like movies like this.
Yes,
It's kind of
yes.
Rudy-esque.
Exactly.
It is kind of
exactly.
Rudy-esque. Yes,
it's
it
a
is.
senior Rudy. Yes.
Senior
Yeah.
Rudy.
The one- except everybody gets out of their wheelchairs and goes, Rudy.
On my back.
And Michael Chiklis is the guy in
Oh,
the movie.
the
and,
one-
I love him.
The one actor I know in this one is Mary Stuart Masterson,
Yes, that's his wife.
who was in Heaven Help Us.
Yes.
Love that movie
Yes.
to death. Do you like that movie?
Oh, yes.
Love it. Okay, so how many
Mhm,
popcorns
mhm.
does it?
That one got 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's
Senior
fun.
Rudy.
You guys want to see?
We're gonna call that
It's
Senior
called
Rudy.
The Senior, but
yeah.
right, right.
And that's in theaters.
That's both of those are in theaters
Okay.
right now.
All right.
Now, Black Rabbit is on Netflix.
Yes.
Ken's been watching that, so we'll get his take on it right after you. What do you think about it?
It is fantastic.
Why
It's Justin Bateman and Jude Law playing brothers. And Justin Bateman is a bad boy. He is bad in every direction, but the Black Rabbit is the restaurant that the two of them opened up. And then Jason Bateman's character gets in a little trouble that you're going to love, Vic. This is so Vic Porcelli-esque.
Yeah,
Can I use that? Vic Porcelli-esque?
you just did.
There you go. Yeah, no, you're going to love it, Vic. So you're going to have to start watching.
Will do.
But Ken, what were your thoughts?
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll run the show.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, sorry.
All right, yeah.
Typical woman taking over.
It's all right. That's all
Okay.
right.
All
We're used
right,
to that.
Jason Bateman being a bad guy is not
Mhm.
something we're really used to. Ozark, he kind of was a bad guy because he was a money launderer for the cartels and all that.
Right.
But
right.
did you ever see the movie Carry On with him?
I did not.
He is a terrible, oh my God, the worst person in the world in Carry On.
Well, then I'm gonna have to watch that.
We'll talk about it
this
next week.
weekend. Yeah,
Okay.
and maybe he's pulling some of that.
Could be.
His hair is long. He's scruffy. He has a daughter he's trying to reconnect with. There's so many different angles going on in this series. You're like, you got to really pay attention because we're also doing the time situation. Like an event happens and then we're going to get the backstory as we go to get us back there numerous times.
I don't mind that really. Sometimes I
No?
do. Sometimes
It really
I
makes
don't.
you pay attention.
So how many episodes of this of Black Rabbit have you seen?
I've watched it all.
Okay.
I
How many is
binged
there?
it. I binged it.
It's a mini series.
Or
Okay.
eight, yeah.
And then that's it.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, they're
You know how they leave that kind of stuff.
Well, if they call it a mini series, that should be it.
But they watch. No, they see the numbers and then they go, you know
That's
what?
true,
Let's
too.
do another one.
You're right, Kenny.
Right.
So what did you think of Black Rabbit?
Well, I only saw one episode. I just wanted to get it in there, and I let me ask you this first: does this start a little slow?
It does.
Okay, because I liked it, but I thought
Mhm.
it was a little slow. But I accept that for any of these things. Jason Bateman and Jude Law, they both play these characters that we're not used to seeing in them. And I like that. But Jason Bateman, I mean, he plays a bad guy, but it's kind of not a bad guy.
He's an endearing.
He really
he's
is.
A dad.
I mean, he's in between, but he's really scruffy. He's totally opposite of like him in Ozark, for example. But I like the storyline. I like unique storylines, and I think this one's pretty good. Especially if you work in the restaurant industry, you kind of know what you're like on the inside.
Right.
And you understand that. And I think because my family, we've been involved in the restaurant industry forever. That's one thing I liked about it.
Right. You're really going to want to continue it, but that's why I gave it 3.5 out of 5 popcorns.
Okay.
Well, we can't ask Ken that yet because you've only watched one. So
yeah,
when we'll see how
circle
many.
back.
Okay.
We'll circle back.
So then my wife, I wanted her to get involved because it's easier for me to watch it then. And she watched the episode after I did, and I watched it the second time, which was really kind of reinforcing. It was nice. And she was kind of hesitant about watching that kind of stuff. She didn't like it. But once she saw it, she kind of liked it. So she's going to go for
and
the
there's
next
a lot of women characters involved here
Right.
too,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
To keep
Powerful ones, actually.
Very powerful women. So
My family was involved in the restaurant business for years too, but we not working, just eating. Good morning, Ashlyn. How
Hi,
are
Ashlyn.
you?
Hi guys, good morning.
What are you watching?
I am watching something called Hannibal, and it's a TV series on Amazon Prime.
What's it about?
It's based off of it's based off of a novel by Thomas, I think, Reddit.
Okay.
And basically it's about a relationship between an FBI agent and a deranged psychiatrist.
So is it Hannibal Lecter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically,
Mm-hmm.
but with a huge twist on it.
Oh. And what's it on?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Prime.
All right, and you like it?
I love it.
How many episodes have you watched?
I finished the first season,
Oh,
so
okay.
there's 3 seasons, and
I'll
I'm
be
on the
damned.
second.
Did you know about this?
No,
I had
no.
no idea.
And I like
Yes.
Hannibal. I like the whole
Hannibal Lecter.
The whole cannibal
situation,
thing.
yeah.
the whole cannibal thing. I like it.
I mean, he's a genius. It's crazy how he can evade the FBI because he works for them. So it's like, is he going to get away with it, or are they eventually going to catch him?
Wow,
Oh,
that is
wow,
fascinating.
yeah.
When the crook is that's like Dexter. Dexter was
Yes.
part of the police department,
Yes,
right?
literally.
Right.
And he ran from them for
Oh,
a long
nice.
time.
Okay.
All right, Ashlyn, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming
Ashlyn.
in and letting
I
us
like
know.
the hat, by the way.
Thank you.
She's so
Okay.
adorable.
She is, isn't
Seriously,
she? And she's
She
great
is
at what she
adorable.
does. She's really good at producing. My turn, everyone.
Your turn.
Tulsa King, episode 1 was fabulous. It was so good. Did you watch it?
I have not.
Shame on you.
I know.
No, I haven't. yet. I'm
Shame-
saving it.
What about you?
Sorry, no.
Well, you know, you all discussed me, all three.
I've seen the first. I've seen the first season.
Two seasons.
Or two. I've seen both.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I'm
love
ready
him.
for the next one, but
I
I just
love
had- you know.
Sylvester Stone.
I
always
love him
have.
being a really bad guy. I mean, he was Rocky, right? He's always the
Right.
guy who
Yeah.
is the good guy.
The underdog.
Yeah, but to see him
Mhm.
be the general, that's his nickname, the general
Uh-huh.
in this is just unbelievable.
And Kathy's given me assignments, so I haven't had time to watch it yet. I'm saving
Oh,
it. So.
You're giving out assignments?
Yeah.
he teases me because I always tell you guys what you need to go to the theaters
It's
to
good.
see, and you
I
both
like it.
stop me in my tracks, and you're like, "No, our wives don't like to go."
Yeah, just give me
So we're
something to
not
watch on
going.
TV.
All right.
All right, so Tulsa King only one episode in. So you've seen the first 2 seasons, right?
No, I haven't seen it at all.
Why do we allow her in here?
Because
by
I'm
the way-
willing to go to the movie theater. That's why.
And Caddy, my wife, she actually loves going to the movie theater, so she drags me once in a while.
And you know what? Then I'm just gonna have to call you, and she's gonna have to go with me.
Right.
We'll take care of it.
There you go.
Okay.
And then I'll get her perspective.
Can I
There
tell
you
you guys a
go.
story that I swear is true? I swear on a stack of Bibles, it's true. You can call my wife without nothing from me and ask her. 35 years ago, my idea was Lazy Boy theaters. So the theaters co-op with Lazy Boy, and all the seats are recliners like Lazy Boys. And now every theater is like that.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
Well, I think they owe me money or something.
Something, some kind of royalty.
How about
some
a
kind
free Lazy Boy?
Why not? At least, or a seat. Just one
Or
there.
at least his own seat
Right,
in
that's what I
every
mean.
theater in St. Louis.
Right.
I like
We'll have
that,
to
'cause
make that happen.
I go so often, I'll really be able to utilize that.
Yeah.
You got your eye on anything in the future you're going to be watching? Any previews you've seen, or are you just going to play it by ear?
I don't know if you guys would be interested, but anime is really huge right now. And so I think I might restart watching. Have you heard of Demon Slayer?
Yes.
Okay, so I restarted Demon Slayer.
And you can
Vic's
go to the
like,
movies and see the latest one in the
Yeah,
theater.
it topped the box office.
You youngsters.
I'm sorry.
What was the since you're here, the anime one, is it called The Notebook or something? When you write somebody's
Oh, Death Note.
Death Note. yeah.
Yes.
My
It's
son
an
made me
anime.
watch Death Note.
Did you like
So I
it?
watched the whole series of anime. I was like, oh my God. All right. When do we see you on TV there, young lady?
You see me every Thursday morning at 9:00, and it replays at noon.
Thank you so much for coming in.
No
Ashlyn,
problem.
thank you for coming in.
Thank
You're
you guys.
great.
Thanks,
All
Ashlyn.
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching? Hey, guess who's here?
Who?
Jamie Lissow.
Yeah.
From the Gutfeld Show. We've got a great bunch of funny bone shows coming up. I'm going to guess it's the St. Charles one, since Banya was at the Westport one.
No. Yes.
Right? Is that
Yes.
a good assumption?
Yes.
Or did I make an ass out of
No,
you?
no,
and me?
you're good.
Okay,
You're good.
just checking. He's next on News Talk STL.
Like and subscribe to us on Rumble. News Talk STL. Vic and Ken.
Not weird. You're weird. You guys are being so weird.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
On the next.
Larry Connors, USA.
The White House is saying if the Democrats are going to shut down the government, expect mass firings.
Larry Connors, USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on News Talk STL.
Concerned about the condition of your windows driving up your energy bills? I was too. It's only called STL Windows and Doors. Call today for your free in-home estimate and start saving tomorrow. 314-277-5952 or stlwindowsanddoors.com.
Tony Colombo here for Gutter Pros, your all-in-one gutter service team that brings years of experience and quality that's affordable right to your doorstep. We discovered Gutter Pros a few years ago when we bought our home and inherited a gutter issue that was on the road to becoming a potentially big problem, but thanks to Gutter Pros was stopped before causing any major damage. They've also repaired the siding on our home because along with gutter repair, gutter installation, and leaf protection, the Gutter Pros are also the best for siding repair and installation. Learn about all the ways Gutter Pros can help your home at gutterpros.com.
Parents want more choices rather than fewer when it comes to their children's education. And now some Missouri parents will have one more option to get their children the best education available. Low-income students and those with disabilities in Missouri's largest communities can now apply for an Empowerment Scholarship Account, or ESA. With an ESA, the money the state would normally pay to your child's public school goes into an account that you control. You can use the funds for private school tuition, online learning programs, a private tutor, or other approved uses. You can tailor your child's education. For too long, Missouri officials have operated on the mistaken notion that parents only need one choice. They're assigned public school based on their address. ESAs put parents in charge. It's school choice at its best, with money following the students to the place that best fits their needs. Learn more at ShowMeInstitute.org. This Show Me Minute has been brought to you by Show Me Institute and Show Me Opportunity.
Tim Jones here. When life changes, which it does, you need someone you can trust, and that's Todd Sivia. The non-stuffy attorneys at Sivia Law specialize in estate planning and elder law with 7 convenient area locations. 833-995-WILL, 833-995-WILL is how you reach them. CiviaLaw.com. The first 10 people that tell them Tim Jones sent me receive a complimentary $300 strategy session. The non-stuffy attorney lawyers, Civia Law, 833-995-WILL.
Fox News commentary.
Governor Hochul endorses Commie Mamdani. I'm Tommy Lahren. More next.
If your cash is sitting in a savings account, it's at risk. Old school advice says save more, but today the strategy is broken. When inflation spikes, they print money or cut rates, your dollar shrinks. So do your savings. The solution? Own something real. Physical gold and silver. When the dollar drops, gold and silver prices rise. And with Noble Gold, owning gold is simple. Just visit noblegoldinvestments.com and chat with a specialist. The knowledge is free. The protection is priceless. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult your financial advisor before making investment decisions.
Kathy Hochul has jumped on the bandwagon and endorsed Zoran Mamdani for New York City. Yes, that Mamdani, the DSA-backed socialist who once called to defund the police and compared Zionism to white supremacy. Really unifying stuff. Well, Hochul maintains they don't agree on everything, but she just loves his vision for affordability, public safety, and strong leadership. Right, because nothing screams strong leadership like demonizing landlords, law enforcement, and cozying up to anarchist protest groups. To cover herself, Kathy threw in a little disclaimer that they've had disagreements. She still supports the NYPD, blah, blah, blah. Make no mistake, this is a stamp of approval from the state's top Democrat on one of the most far-left candidates we've ever seen. Call it what it is. Proof the so-called moderates in the Democrat Party are either too weak to lead or too scared to stand up to their own fringe. I'm Tommy Lahren, and you can watch my show, Tommy Lahren is Fearless, at Outkick.com.
Tell me, do you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight?
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Hi, this is Steve Peitner, and you may know me as Kenny Pena, and you're listening to Vic and Ken on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
For the new year, I told myself I would try new things. And I was walking out of the gym recently, and they were starting a spinning class. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to try that because I told myself I'd try new things. And if you've never been to one, I love to ride bicycles, like with my friends. It's not like that. Like really hard, you know? And I went in there, and first of all, I looked at the instructor. If you've never been to one, it's a bunch of exercise bikes, and then there's an instructor, and he makes up some sort of imaginary terrain in his head. Then you follow along your bikes according to whatever he said. And first of all, I didn't like the guy. You ever just see someone you go, I don't like him for no reason? Like first, he's wearing a helmet. Like what could happen? You got a helmet on. Seriously, what are we going to be weaving in and out of cars? What are you talking?
That's Jamie Lissow, who joins us now. How are you?
I'm great, Vic. How are you doing?
It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
I have the same theory on life. I just call it, I don't like your face.
Yeah.
When you see someone right away that you don't like them,
yes.
I don't like your face. How many times have I said that, Ken?
Oh.
And how many times have I been right?
Every day.
How many times has he said it to you, Ken, about your face?
Every day.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
I got this neighbor, and I told my wife, I don't like this new neighbor. And she goes, what did he say? I go, nothing yet.
Yes.
I just don't like the way he looks.
I can't, so that's like a barometer.
Yeah.
On whether I like you or not. Is if I don't like your face, I'm not going to talk to you. That's it. So I got to ask, Jamie, how's married life?
Married life is wonderful. Do you guys want to hear a true, very embarrassing story? So
yes.
yes. My wife left this morning. She says hi. She was here till this morning. We got married in Vegas, and we're not like weed smoker people, which I think you can gather just by the phrase weed smoker people. I don't think you say that if you smoke weed. And we were in Vegas getting married, and I go, hey, we should go to a dispensary and get like a little edible or something that might be fun. She goes, hey, we'll do it. And so I tell the guy at the dispensary, I go, give me the weakest thing you have. We're new. And what I think the guy did was, I think he wasn't listening when I said that. And these little gummies, they were so powerful. And it's our wedding day. It's the night of our wedding. And we're laying in bed, and we each took one. We're feeling it. And my wife goes, the truth, 100%. And she leans over and she goes, hey, I got some bad news. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I think that I'm too high to have sex. To which I responded, I go, I got some even worse news. And she goes, what? And I go, we just had sex. Sometimes you have to write jokes. Other times your wife just gives you one.
I think a lot of yours are just life.
Yeah, a lot of it's just.
Let's not ignore Matt Bergman
Yeah,
anymore.
Matt Bergman in the
Matt,
house.
thanks
Oh, yes.
for coming by. So
Yeah.
you're warming up for him and then coming back in a week and doing your headlining thing.
Yeah,
right?
I'm telling him I've been Jamie and I've known each other for like 20 years, and so he's been nice enough to bring me along for this tour. And then I'll be back in January 28th through February 1st. At
Have
St.
you
Charles.
spent any time in Alaska?
I have. I did.
I didn't think that answer was going to be yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Neither
Isn't that
did I.
wild?
And I've known him for 20 years.
Yeah. I just did not call you when I was up there. We
Oh.
see each other enough on the road. But no, Anchorage, Alaska, I've been to a couple times. And I've done a club there called Coots. That's the real name of
This
it.
club, Vic, this club Coots. It is. I was on stage there once, and there was a waitress standing right in front of me, holding a tray of drinks and shots. And you see waitresses walk around, and so I kind of ignore. And then I go, she's been standing there for like 6 minutes, and so I stop myself and I go, is everything okay? And she goes, all of these are for you. The crowd wants you to drink. This entire tray of drinks was drinks that people had purchased for me, and she was waiting for me to pause to hand me these drinks. And I remember at the time I was drinking a lot, and I remember I slammed a couple of drinks, and they clapped, and I was like, you guys clap sometimes? Like I was bombing. But then when I started drinking, they were like, this is what we want from you. Which, by the way, can I say real quick? I think it's weird to buy a comedian drinks because you're going, I love what you're doing. I'm going to give you something that's going to make it harder to do that thing.
Right.
It'd be like if you were at a band and you go, hey, hit you to the guitar player, like hit your finger with his hammer.
well, Jamie, I used to be in a band and we played around the country.
Okay.
And people just routinely gave me shots. So what I did is I took warm Coke,
Oh.
Coca-Cola, and I put and then I put that on the side of the stage. And when they gave them to me, I actually poured that into another glass and took the soda. So I wouldn't get hammered because I was a lightweight anyway, and then I would give it to my drummer who sucked by the end of the night.
Dude, that's so smart. I used to do almost the exact same thing where I had a Diet Coke, but it was filled with whiskey.
So the tone and the whole, we're talking to Jimmy Lissow, of course. You see him on the Gutfeld show all the time. The whole kind of conversation has changed a little bit, hasn't it? Since you're married again.
Yeah.
And Greg can't say so much stuff about you, which I like Greg, but I hated when he did that every single time.
Yeah. Every single day. It has changed. I feel like a lot of people online were like, you're going to ruin your brand because you're like this loser.
that's funny.
And they go, we like your ex-wife jokes. And I go, oh, she's I still have her. You don't get to trade her. By the way, all the jokes I do about my ex-wife on Gutfeld, they're just jokes based on facts. Do you know what I mean? Just like silly stories I've come up with based on things I've seen with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
But don't you think though? I feel like the world doesn't mind watching someone go on a journey, right? So like Rodney Dangerfield, I get no respect. You know what I mean? Towards the end of his career, I go, I don't know. It's your 50th appearance on Carson. This feels like respect. You know what I mean? This club has your name on it.
Maybe you should have said that. I get all the respect in the world.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's solid.
That's pretty good.
That's
Dude.
solid. Right? Yeah,
I forgot Vic did the voice.
Tough crowd. So, but I know Greg knows how to do a show. Okay, but maybe we can sneak something in kind of fun on him. Can we do that?
Sure.
Okay. So when he does Brit Hume,
that
deep voice, I think it would be a great ending if somebody says thanks, Brit, because Brit always says you're bad.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Not so much funny, obviously.
I like
as
it
much
though.
as informational.
Yeah.
Informational. Just pass that along.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, did I mention that Jamie's going to be at you're at the St. Charles Funny
St.
Bone,
Charles
right?
Funny Bone.
Because Funny Boy Banya is at the Westport Funny. Can I play you something that he said yesterday?
Of course, we just hung out with Benny all morning. He's a
guy.
great guy. We love that guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear this.
Okay.
And then
So
you can,
fun.
then you can
I
decide.
loved this when he rolled Vic.
Steve Heitner is with us from Seinfeld. You remember him as Banya. Now, there's a guy my wife likes.
Oh, I'm sure there's quite a few.
Hey,
Go promote your show somewhere else.
Very good.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
It's very good.
I am
That's him
clipping
laughing.
that. I am clipping it.
anyway, that's enough.
She likes
That's
me
enough.
too. I just like to.
He was hilarious. We went to the TV station this morning. And sometimes with TV, they have you get there early because your slot is where, and we're there for a really long time. And Banya just starts going off, dude. He was like, "Are we doing the night news program? Is that what we're doing here?" And then, the guy from the club, Ron, goes, "Can I tell you guys a story?" He goes, "Oh, we got time."
We got all the
we got a lot
time.
of time. We got all the time in the world.
That's so funny.
It was almost getting disrespectful for you guys, not to make fun of the TV station, but like at one point they had like a water filtration story going on. I go, you couldn't have just skipped this story?
Of
Got
course.
You guys in there?
You got Jamie Lissow standing on deck.
I've been on Gutfeld 150 times and was upstaged by Saratoga sparkling water.
Is that a true stat?
Yeah, 150 next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So Matt Bergman's here too. Matt, where are you from?
Buffalo originally, but I live in DC now.
Oh, okay.
So
DC.
yeah,
He's going to be our little correspondent for the
Okay.
Coleman
I
trial.
live a block away from the courthouse.
Oh, that'd
so
be so
He's got
sweet.
a beautiful little
To
tent
have
over
a
there.
comedian do a on the spot reporting, that would be amazing.
I know the security guards there. They're very nice to my bulldog. So I got an inside track.
This whole thing is surreal to me.
I know,
you
I know.
Oh yeah, I live a block from the courthouse. Yeah, you know the security guys, they love my bulldog. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt calls his penis bulldog.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to make
exactly.
sure
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make sure we're on the same page.
Oh, God. Oh my god.
Please play that clip tomorrow for whoever's in here.
Yes, I sure will.
All right.
The only thing would have been better is if you said I did that. Man, you picked on me. So I don't want to let this get away. What are the days and times? What are the days and times tonight?
Well, they're all sold out, by the way.
We are also I like to advertise things that you can't go to. So,
Right.
but my buddy Matt
But there's
comes.
plenty of tickets available for me.
Yeah, Matt, like,
January
I'll-
29th through February 1st.
Matt will
So
be here.
get on it.
Maybe I'll come over for Matt
Yeah.
in January.
I'm just gonna do all of Jamie's jokes. If you want to see Jamie, but you can't see him tonight, I will be back January 29th through February 1st doing all of his stuff.
I
You
love
know,
that.
your humor, your stand-up, I think, is so great because the rest of that bicycle thing that we played there, the
Yeah.
stationary bicycle spinning class, I think they
Mhm,
call it.
mhm.
You're like, oh, coming up to another hill. Let's move it up to 3. Okay, another hill. Let's move it up to 10. And it's like another hill. And you're like, isn't there a point where there's a downhill?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the point.
I
of
think
the
I'm like, I
exercise.
don't know if you've ever been to the hills outside of your head, but there's a downhill part. It's everyone's favorite half of a hill.
Great news, you guys. I found a shortcut, I think is the line, right?
Yeah. That clip, I'll be honest with you, I had a bit of a cringe moment with the clip only because this is not even a joke, but that was from my dry bar comedy special, and the entire set is about married life, and like that was maybe the only joke. And the night, but when you film a special, you practice it for months, and then you film. I got divorced 1 week before the special.
Oh,
and
my
had
gosh.
to pretend I was married for like this is tough.
I didn't pick any of the divorce stuff
Oh, that's nice of you.
because you're married now.
That's very nice.
And I didn't want to be Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to be Greg Gutfeld, but I don't be Greg Gutfeld, to you and everything. But, it's that observational humor that you're just so great at. And sorry, you guys can't go. I mean, it's sold out. That's great news
I
for
mean,
you.
we can still tell people. It's
Yeah.
Why? They can't go.
I know. 7 p.m. tonight at the St. Charles Funny Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night it's at 6 p.m. and then Saturday. And 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, make sure you get the time exactly right to the show they can't come to.
Right.
Well, you can
Make
always
sure.
put your ear to the wall,
Right.
and
Mhm,
try to
mhm.
listen in.
Please let me in. Like that. That may work. So, all right. Can we talk about Gutfeld a little bit?
Of course.
So Tyrus has lost a ton of weight.
He has.
How did he do that?
He all natural. You know how, I don't know if you heard that clip of Trump. He didn't take the fat shot, the Ozempic. You're Trump talking about lowering healthcare prices. He goes, my buddy Kenny, he pays $3,000 a month for the fat shot.
The fat shot.
Can we please have Trump rename all of the drugs?
I think
would
we should.
love that.
You come
yeah.
in, you go, hey, I'm here for my not so sads.
Not so sad. That works.
It's easier.
Do you have anything about drug commercials in your act?
I don't think I have anything about drug commercials, but that man Tyrus, he looks great, and it's all natural. He's been hitting it hard. He's been lifting the weights. He's got. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for it because before I think he was like 360 at one point. That's a full circle.
Wow.
Yeah, he looks good.
You got to keep up. You can't stop and think.
man.
You just gotta go. You just gotta go. When Jamie Lissow's talking, I think he looks great. I thought he looked great when he was big. Why doesn't he sit in that other chair anymore? What's the story with that?
So what happened was Kat used to sit next to the crowd and Tyrus used to sit next to Gutfeld. And then we had like a creepy guy that sort of got his way into the studio multiple occasions. Nothing ever happened physically, but the guy was sort of like saying stuff to Kat, like a little bit inappropriate. And he kept kind of like finding his way in. And this creepy dude, and then Tyrus, because he's a good man that he is, said, we should switch seats. That way they got to get through me if anything ever happened. Full disclosure, I was the creepy guy. But I go, I just want to touch your belly. You know?
Oh my God. You know what? You just throw them in there right at the right times. And Kat's
Thanks, Vic.
okay? Kat feeling good?
Kat's doing great, 100% cancer free.
Oh, that's awesome.
For anybody that didn't hear, she was having a baby, and on the day her baby was to be born, to be delivered, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's doing great. That was probably 6 months ago. She's already written 7 books about it.
What is it with Fox and books, by the way?
A lot of books.
You might as well write one.
Yeah, I think they help you, Vic. You know what I mean? I think they come in and they do a little ghostwriting.
Ghost, yeah.
Do you know Biden is the only guy to ever have an autobiography that was ghostwritten?
I don't like to read. So, as
What's the last book you read?
I don't know.
Goodnight Moon?
Something like that.
Good Night Moon, yeah.
It's a kid's book, but we don't have any kids. But that was,
I don't have any kids. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Solid
that.
kids
That's-
book.
Yeah, that would have been a good
I've read
laugh
that
for me.
many times.
It's like Nate Bargatze says, there's every page has the most words.
Yeah.
You know? They don't even let up. They don't put a blank page in there to get your head out of water.
Remember the Regan bit about the best hack of all time? He's like, can you imagine being like Ernest Hemingway and then being another guy that just writes children's books? Like, what a great job. He's like, the sun is yellow. Done for the day. That's good for today.
All right, Matt, I'm sorry. We're leaving you out of this
No,
conversation.
please don't feel bad.
I don't
Don't feel
mean to.
bad. The sold out show is here. You know what I mean?
Well, Matt, remind everybody when you're going to be here.
Oh yeah, January 28th through
See,
February
why-
1st.
There you go.
2026.
Okay.
Say it again. 128 to
128 2-1. I almost
2-1.
forgot about the
We need to get
the
you
number
on
for
then.
February.
Is that the St. Charles?
St.
Funny
Charles.
Bone?
I'll be at the
Yeah.
Charles one too.
I love that area. That St. Charles.
Oh,
is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Went to the casino. I went to the casino twice. I won $100. So
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even know if I need to come back. I'm good to go. I can retire on that money, right?
Sure.
Yeah, really.
And so we were
Sometimes Matt loves the game. You do love the. Sometimes I'll be telling Matt a story, and I realize that he's no longer listening, and he's just watching a horse on his phone.
yes.
A horse.
I like
a
horse
race.
races.
Oh,
Love
watching
some
a
horse
horse.
races. I'm basically an 80-year-old man. You know, I'm
I
ready
wish
for
we had time to play him the Larry Colmus. There was a
Love
race
Larry Colmus. Yeah.
at Monmouth Park in New Jersey, where I'm from. And in this race, there were 2 horses. One was named The Wife Doesn't Know, and the other horse was named The Wife Knows Everything.
Oh, amazing.
And then when they're coming down the stretch,
This is
they're-
real?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're 1 and 2. It's not your life at all. They're 1 and 2. Of course they are. Anyway, he's great, and he always does the Kentucky Derby on.
That's so hard to do. To
Oh
know
my God.
20 horses and and you got 2 minutes to figure it all out. And
20.
like,
You get 20
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah, 20.
In between the races.
Well, yeah, 20, but like in the race, there's 20 horses in the Kentucky Derby. You
Yeah.
have to figure out the names of the horses. You have to figure out where they are in the
Without
position.
looking back.
Without
'Cause
looking
you're
back.
looking at the horses the whole way around, like Heckle and Jekyll. with
Yeah,
the
it's got to
box.
be fluid too when you're talking about it.
Hey,
Are you talking about the announcer? Are you
Yeah,
saying the
Larry
guy-
Holmes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about sports.
So we left
Yeah.
Jamie out of the conversation
I
this
don't know.
time.
Well, we left out Matt for so long. So I thought
Yeah, it's only fair.
Hey,
we can
Matt.
just ignore. Oh no, that music means we got to wrap it up.
Oh, wow.
Always a pleasure, Vic.
Jamie, it's great to see you. I'm glad the new marriage is going
Awesome.
It's going well, right?
It's going really well.
Perfect.
She's
Yeah.
great. She's awesome. I'm not just saying that.
Matt, good to meet you.
You as well.
We'll talk to you
Good to
during
meet
this
you, Matt.
Comey thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
And,
give me a call.
Come on back when you're in at the end of January.
Sure thing.
Jamie Lissow, everybody, and Matt Bergman. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Serenity now!
Larry Connors here. Is your home ready for the chilly months ahead? Renewal by Andersen has a buy one, get one 50% off window event. And if you qualify, 18 months, no payments, 0 interest. Not sure if it's the right time? Renewal makes it easy. No obligation window inspection. Just find out what new windows might cost when you're ready. No pressure, no hassle. And remember, no one but Renewal by Andersen can offer Fibrex, the proprietary window frame material, 200% stronger than vinyl. Means durability, efficiency, beauty that lasts every season. What are you waiting for? Call 877-WINDOWS or visit rbastl.com and get your consultation. Renewal by Andersen. Superior products, exceptional service.
Hey, Jamie Allman here for O'Fallon Family Floors, O'FallonFamilyFloors.com. Brian and his team, they're just amazing people. They're so proud of their operation. Pride in every installation. You can see that in the Google reviews. Pride in the great quality, pride in the great pricing. pride in the great variety and pride in the fact that you can go into the store right off of Highway K at O'Fallon, or the store will come to you. That's the promise of O'Fallon Family Floors, O'FallonFamilyFloors.com.
Hey, Columbo here for Intervine, a great local company that has customers all across the country due to the quality of their products. Intervine has the best flashlights, lanterns, headlamps, and even batteries, including the new Monster 2000 Lumen waterproof lantern and the Sentinel 2000 self-defense flashlight. Our home and vehicles are full of great Intervine products, and right now you can shop their website and get 25% off your entire purchase just by using my name, Tony, as your promo code. That's promo code Tony at Intervine.com.
Looking for insurance you can truly trust? Since 1986, Bauer Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses across Missouri and Illinois. Owner Cindy Blanton doesn't just offer one quote. She shops all the top carriers like Progressive, Travelers, Safeco, and more to find you the best rates. Whether it's your home, auto, toys, or business, we've got you covered. Visit us at Mid-Rivers Mall in St. Peters or call 636-812-2001. Bauer Insurance Agency, the company that protects, the name you can trust.
KLDY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Forgotten you, not even for a second. The people of Israel are with you. We will not falter and we will not rest until we bring all of you home.
Encircled by critics and protesters at the United Nations, Netanyahu told fellow world leaders that Israel must finish the job against Hamas in Gaza. European defense ministers have agreed to develop a drone wall along their borders with Russia and Ukraine to better detect, track, and intercept drones violating Europe's airspace. And the decision comes after a spate of incidents in which Europe's borders and airports have been tested by rogue drones. The drone shield could take a year to build. Former FBI Director James Comey indicted on 2 counts. More from Bernie Bennett.
The Justice Department confirmed in a statement that Comey was charged with 1 count of making false statements and 1 count of obstruction of justice related to Senate testimony he gave almost 5 years ago. In a statement, Attorney General Pam Bondi alleged that Comey, quote, obstructed a congressional investigation into the disclosure of sensitive information and made a false statement to Congress. Comey stated that he did not authorize someone at the FBI to be an anonymous source. Bondi's statement read that, quote, according to the indictment, that statement was false. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
And on Wall Street, the Dow is ahead 165 points. The Nasdaq Composite down 50. More at townhall.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, everything you need and nothing you don't.
A swarm of robbers hit a California jewelry store.
At least 24 people wearing masks and some carrying pickaxes and handguns smashed jewelry cases and made off with bags full of items at a San Francisco Bay Area jewelry store. Video from the Monday robbery shows a stream of people wearing masks covering their entire faces, entering the jewelry store and then using the pickaxes to crack the glass cases and clear them out.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Stifel, serving investors for over 130 years. Contact your Stifel financial advisor at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
Jeffco Patriot Radio.
Hey guys, Jefferson County Councilman Billy Crow here from Jeffco Patriot Radio. On behalf of Tim Jones and I just want to thank you for for making Jeffco Patriot Radio the #1 listened to show on Sundays here on News Talk STL, where we dive into all the things happening in and around Jefferson County. Check Tim Jones and I out on Jeffco Patriot Radio this and every Sunday at high noon here on 1019 94.1 News Talk STL.
Jeffco Patriot Radio.
Hi, I'm Rodney Wallner.
And I'm Jen Wallner with the Wallner Home Selling Team at Berkshire Hathaway.
Hey, Jen, how do you sell your home for top dollar?
That's easy. Call the Wallner Home Selling Team at 314-810-SOLD.
What if I want a flexible commission plan?
Call the Wallner Home Selling Team at 314-810-SOLD.
What's the best time to sell your home?
Right now, call the Wallner Home Selling Team at 314-810-SOLD.
For all your real estate needs, call the Wallner Home Selling Team at 314-810-SOLD.
That's 314-810-SOLD.
Now, the Free Market Minute, brought to you by the Hammond Institute for Free Enterprise at Lindenwood University.
Hi, it's Mike Ferguson from The Morning Show, and I'm here with Dr. Grant Black. And Grant, capitalism, that is increasingly under attack. But why is the free market system so important?
The simple answer, society is much better off because of free markets. Free markets allow individuals and business owners to freely choose what to consume, how to save, where to live and do business, what to produce, and how to protect our valuable resources, and so much more. And this can all happen without requiring heavy government interference. In a nutshell, free markets empower people to live their lives the way they choose. And this makes all our lives better.
The John W. Hammond Institute for Free Enterprise at Lindenwood University fosters and examines market-oriented approaches to economic and social issues. To learn more, visit hammondinstitute.org.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
A 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
We squeeze in a dry hump day under partly sunny skies.
From New Jersey to Baldwin, Missouri, two behind the microphone, taking the whoosh to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Here he is, Vic Porcelli.
All right. Chat box coming up in just a sec, I promise. But Jamie and Matt won't leave. No, I'm kidding. I asked them to stick around.
He begged.
Because Matt is a great horse racing fan.
Massive horse racing fan.
Which I love. So
I can't wait for
was
this.
An actual racing call at Monmouth Park in Monmouth, New Jersey.
Little Miss Macho is in second. After that comes My Wife Knows Everything in third. On the far outside, the...
What'd you do there?
I didn't do anything.
Did the horse die?
Oh, no.
That's the funny part. They all died at the end of the show.
I don't know what happened.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
Can I try it again?
Yeah.
Boy, great build up.
If not, I can do the horse racing call if need be.
And this is a real call, by the way. I thought you guys were saying it was like a bit at first, but
No,
it is a
it's
real.
And we'd love to play it for you, but
Okay.
Something went wrong here.
What was the names again? My Wife Knows Everything.
And the wife doesn't know.
Here comes The Wife Knows Everything, and my wife doesn't know. Down the stretch they come. That's not bad. That's not bad.
And at the end, it was like, my wife doesn't know. My wife knows everything. The wife doesn't know. I mean, it's so great. I can't believe that.
I'll have to check it out
for you.
It's like a theme today. You can't get tickets to my show. We can't listen to this clip.
Man.
But you can't get tickets to see me, Marsh. Not even Marsh.
Try it again.
All right.
Here we go.
On the far outside, The Wife Doesn't Know is moving up and is now fourth and right alongside of My Wife Knows Everything. My Wife Knows Everything and The Wife Doesn't Know are moving together on the far turn, and they're coming after Lady Mutada coming to the quarter pole. Lady Mutada in front. Here come My Wife Knows Everything and The Wife Doesn't Know on the far outside. Little Miss Macho is fourth. They're into the stretch. Lady Mutada, My Wife Knows Everything. Center of the track, The Wife Doesn't Know. Into the final furlong. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. They're 1-2. Of course they are. My Wife Knows Everything in front. To the outside, The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. The Wife Doesn't Know. My Wife Knows Everything. more than the wife doesn't know.
So, Matt, that's just for you.
That's so good.
So good.
Larry Colmus, one of the, well, maybe the greatest.
If you're Larry Colmus at that point, you're like, oh, this is the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah,
to me. And
yeah.
you can hear the crowd laughing too. He's killing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I prefer my wife doesn't know. I don't know about you guys.
Well, my wife knows everything.
My wife doesn't know.
Oh, the wife doesn't know.
No.
Jamie, thank you so much. Jamie
Thanks,
Lissow,
Jamie.
Matt Bergman.
Great meeting y'all,
You guys
yeah.
have a ball this weekend, okay?
We'll talk soon.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right. All right. Chat. Oh, that's chat box music in it. I'm sorry we can't walk out or anything. We were terrible hosts today, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Good morning, Vic Head Patriots. It's what do you guys live in a barn? Ask them if they live in a barn. Jamie Lissow, he's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah, he and Matt, man, together, it's crazy.
And who knew Matt Bergman was a big horse racing fan?
Yeah.
Good morning, Vic Head Patriots. It's Friday. Amy says it's Friday. Paul, I think Paul had the wrong chat box because he says, one, eat it, Ed Stoit. But he's in the wrong box. That's a Rumble race to get first,
right?
Not a Facebook one.
I want to be clear.
And they said, well, maybe two. He wasn't even first in the Facebook one. Scooter is here today. Roger Stone never went to jail. His sentence was commuted prior to the date scheduled to report to prison. He later received a pardon.
Yeah, you know why? Because he didn't do anything wrong.
Not the point. The point is he was convicted for lying to Congress. Exact same charge as James Comey.
So
at least James Comey should have a mark on his career on his permanent record. Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, fam. Bam. Have a great weekend, everybody. GMFFBH. Looks like Comey may have his smug smile wiped off his face. He does.
See, that's the part I want.
He folds his hands
and just gives that little snarky grin.
Kind of Peter Strzok like. They must all the FBI guys must have this smug face.
Well, Peter Strzok looks evil. You ever see that picture? One picture of him when they caught him, like, yeah.
Hate him. Highly unlikely Comey will be convicted or serve a day in jail. It's a witch hunt, Ken.
Yeah.
Scooter
Sure.
says it's a witch hunt.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Freedom Fighters from Tom. Janice says Newtown, St. Charles use golf carts everywhere. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm not against golf carts. I've just, in my whole life, where I lived in New Jersey, 3 different places, Bloomfield, Belleville, Westfield, I never saw anybody riding a golf cart for fun, not on the golf course.
Oh, man, okay.
And where I live now, I have yet to see anyone on a golf cart.
Yeah, they have a couple of them around my house. But when we went to Tennessee and visited my wife's uncle, their neighborhood, Vic, they actually have competitions on how they dress them up. And they spend thousands of dollars on these things.
So it is an alternative to walking.
It is.
Not only did he go AWOL, he was under anesthesia while missing. Talking
Yeah.
about former defense secretary. That guy.
Yeah.
Mr.
Millie.
Connor. No. Black guy.
Oh.
Lloyd Austin.
Austin, yeah.
Lloyd Austin. Come sometime. Speaking of J6, doesn't the president's attempted assassination and Charlie's assassination prove J6 was not a MAGA movement?
That kind of proves it. Yeah.
I think that's some
Yeah.
good testimony, at least. Stephen Miller on Sunday was
It's a
powerful.
great point, though.
It is a great point. We're proving it every day. It's
Yeah,
not us. We're
yeah.
not the violent ones.
Right.
We are not the same.
We are not the same. I like that. We are not the same.
They lit buildings. We lit candles.
Exactly.
That's a Ken Williams quote. So if you quote him, send him a little royalty check.
Yeah, sure.
For that.
Okay.
Good news. This is to everyone out there with different health challenges. As I know, there are still a lot of people suffering from different health issues. My goodness, this is way too long, Lillian. I'm sorry. Way too long.
Who?
It's like Lillian at the end of the Facebook thing.
Hey, how you doing?
That solves everything.
Yeah.
Good morning, Patriots. Morning.
Morning, St. Louis.
Cottleville is the golf cart city.
Oh, I bet. I'll bet.
Now, you know what? Now, all of a sudden, that makes sense because Old Town Cottleville is like you went back 50 years in time, right?
Yeah.
So let's keep things quiet and peaceful.
Have electric vehicles,
Right.
little
Slow.
electric golf carts.
That's the next thing. Golf cart emissions? Nope. None.
Nope.
Some are some are gas powered. I'm sorry.
Well, some are, but the majority of the newer ones aren't.
And golf carts can be fast.
Oh, yeah.
They're racing golf carts out there. And what happens when a couple kids race them on the street and hurt someone? Oh, this is somebody anti-golf cart, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they like them.
ATVs, razors are popular up by my area. Boy, this is getting out of control. We started with golf carts, and now we're on to ATVs. Rode in a friend's 1,000cc twin turbo Razor. That thing set me back in my seat and hit 75 to 80 miles an hour in seconds. Wow.
That's a whole different category.
Holy cow. My neighbor has a couple of Razors. What is with them? I don't even know what they're talking about.
Razors, I don't know. I think they're the larger.
Thanks, you've been helpful.
I know. I try, though.
No, Lucky.
And 101 straight up says, yeah, they can also be quite expensive and they break.
They do. It's kind of like the same people who own boats. Like if you go to, when we go down to the lake and we go to this one slip, it's like a community and they all have golf carts and boats, both money machines, money spending machines.
Right. Not money making machines.
No.
Right. So this is the Ashley Babbitt conversation we were having. She was murdered. Justice for Ashley. He could not see what he was shooting at, breaking every gun safety rule. What's the first rule, Ken? Don't point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I've been in situations where other people might have even aimed it, and I won't because I know that if I do, I'm shooting.
Right. Don't point it at anything you don't want to destroy. Right. There were police right next to her. They could have detained her and not murdered her.
To me, just my opinion again, that's the situation. They knew. Come on. Let's look at the situation when she was being shoved through that window. She was not ready to blow up the building. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he could see her hands the whole time.
Yes. Well, because she had her hands up on the window frame.
What do the police say when they let me see your hands?
Yeah. Yeah.
She was being pushed through a window. That's what you just said. Every time I hear him speak, I like him more. Oh, Miller time. That was a Miller time comment, I think. Such a great speech. Stephen Miller's speech on last Sunday's event for Charlie Kirk was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very powerful.
I want to see Criminal Comey's mugshot.
Does he get one?
I don't know. Trump got one.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
He's a Democrat.
Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that. The Price of Freedom banquet moved to a larger facility. The parish hall is beautiful and holds more people. Because we were saying, hey, Ken, weren't we there last year? And wasn't it in Washington? And then I sounded stupid because it was in Union. This year it's in Union.
Yeah, I like it. That's great, though, if that's the reason. That's awesome.
Absolutely. I'm just
exponentially
stupid. Me. Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed.
Red Friday.
Ken's got his Red Friday shirt on.
Well,
I have a stripe of red.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Yeah, it does. It's remember everyone deployed.
Perfect. God bless our servicemen and women. Shout out to BOP Landscaping and Lawn Care for sponsoring the AmVet Smoking for Veterans Barbecue Bash competition at the original Clancy's Irish Pub in Ellisville, October 25th. BOP Landscaping's number is 636-343-6041.
Oh, good.
Miss me? Ed says, miss me? I've been attending the online Chatbox Business Managers Conference meeting this morning. We're on a break for the International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019. I swear to God, I love the people who listen to the show. Absolutely love them. I pledge allegiance to the flag that says America, no fair elections,
no peace.
President get her done Trump. Yeah.
Nope.
No. Did I not do that?
Nope.
No fair tariffs.
No peace.
There you go.
You're leaving me hanging, man. I was
sorry.
Yeah.
Allison says, Ed Stoit, I thought you were writing a grievance letter. Somebody filed a grievance with the union. Ed also says, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Nobody can do it like Tim.
Nope. I only wish they stopped telegraphing these indictments. Keep it quiet. Then send the arrest teams to their homes and bust in, same as they did to our side. Now, that's the one thing.
Yeah, you know what? That's true.
I would love to have seen Comey in his pajamas.
Yes.
Getting pushed into a car. His wife crying.
Why are we so legit on the right? See, these guys did that on purpose. CNN was there before anybody knew, but CNN knew somehow.
Yeah, somehow they did, Ken. And the judge assigned to the Comey case was randomly selected. Sure.
Uh-huh.
How dare you?
The judge has previously heard several Trump cases. Huh, fancy that. Where are the Trump-appointed judges?
Yeah, where are they? Seriously. Why do we not get any, like, even Bush? I mean, just some judges that were assigned by them.
I have the answer for you. Republicans don't do anything. You haven't seen any because
they're not on the offensive.
There's been no trial, and we're not being on the offensive. Exactly.
Democrats are, though.
There's a difference between misleading and flat out lying.
Yes.
Trump needs to protest this judge immediately. Hit the like button. Oh, yes. Thank you. I can do it myself.
Would it kill you?
Okay. Didn't kill me. I'm still okay.
You are.
No broken bones.
You pressed it?
Just by pushing the like button. And by the way, if you could go listen to our podcast, would be great.
Thank you.
Share the podcast with your friends. Kenny works very hard on those. Trump on Friday dismissed the idea that Comey could benefit from a judge appointed by Biden oversee his criminal trial, insisting the case against him is straightforward. We'll see. So that'll be interesting because if the prosecution in the Comey trial says we want to enter this into evidence and the judge says no, then,
I think they're going to be watching very closely.
And they better do it right, Ken. They better be
right.
Fair. They made a Latino remake of Rudy. They called it Senor Rudy. Is that true?
What?
They made a Latino remake of Rudy. It was called Senor Rudy. Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't either.
They should have. It's that good of a movie.
Allison said, Toast the King. Ed said Jamie told that sex joke on Gutfeld the other night.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's good.
About the edibles. They are hilarious and good for the soul. They are. This is great. YouTube Honeymoon Downs. It's great, but not safe for work. Read by an actual horse racing announcer. The Mets broadcaster needs to be fired for criticizing the Cubs player for attending Charlie's funeral.
I kind of agree with that.
We have a minute to talk about it if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What's the kid's name? Shaw,
I think, yeah.
He went to Charlie's memorial
because they became close friends for years.
They lived in the same apartment complex, from what I understand.
And then through Christianity, through their Christian faith, they became close friends.
And he thought, and got permission from the club.
He talked to the team and the coach.
Both, right?
And they all agreed. They said, yes, you need to go.
Not to mention they've already clinched the spot in the playoffs.
They clinched.
So what was the big deal?
It wasn't a big deal.
So
it was a big deal for that announcer.
One of those announcers was Todd Zeal. He used to play for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sometimes this stuff is more important than baseball. And that's their problem, that other things in this world are more important than baseball.
Right.
So I support him all the way.
Y'all fired.
Oh, well, I guess that's that then.
Well, tried.
Okay.
A swing and a miss.
So, Ken, I don't know what's next.
What do you mean?
Might be the wheel of audio clips, or it might be a guest, right?
Yeah. I'll have to find out.
Okay, let's find out. It will be a surprise.
It will be a big surprise,
everybody. But stick around, would you? On 1019 94.1 News Talk STL. Number one for live and local conservative talk. Sing, Bob.
Follow us on Rumble at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
So thank you all. God bless you all. Let's go lick the world. Let's get it done.
On NewstalkSTL. This is 1019 and 94.1.
I have to tell you, if this is how they're going to behave, I'm rethinking my position.
NewstalkSTL.
Attention St. Charles,
Looking for a local spot that satisfies all your cravings? Mario's Donut Restaurant is your place to go for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. From mouth-watering sandwiches and omelets to delicious gyros, Mexican dishes, salads, and wraps, we've got it all. And don't forget our famous donuts. They're so good, they'll make your eyes glaze over. Dine in or carry out. Our friendly staff is ready to serve you with love and care. Mention News Talk STL when you visit. Call 636-447-4515 or visit mariosdonutrestaurant.com.
Looking for a hardware store that treats you like family? Welcome to True Value Schneider's Hardware, your local gem in Old Town St. Peters. For over 100 years, we're proudly serving St. Charles County, providing everything from lawn and garden supplies to plumbing and electrical. Need a bolt or fastener? We've got you covered. And don't forget, we're a steel dealership. Whether you need sales, parts, or service, ask for Charlie or Jerry when you come in. We're here to help. Call 636-278-4461 or visit us online at truevalue.com/Schneiders.
Looking for the best selection of firearms in the St. Louis region? Drive to Osage County Guns. Conveniently located off I-70, just 25 minutes from St. Charles. We've got thousands of guns in stock, the largest selection of handguns, rifles, and shotguns around. Trade in or sell your old guns for cash and shop our wide variety of premium Winchester ammunition made right here in the USA. Visit us online at ocgmo.com, or better yet, make the drive to Osage County Guns and see why we're the St. Louis region's favorite.
JC's Wayback Machine.
From the archives this week, 3 rare interviews: Saturday Night Live overlord Lorne Michaels, Woody Allen, and Demi Moore. Plus, we'll have a musical tribute to Tom Petty, who we lost 8 years ago next week. We have a special announcement about a new show I'll be doing. And as always, great tunes from the 90s, 80s, and 70s, all brought to you by the Weber Automotive Group.
It's JC's Wayback Machine. Every Saturday night, 6 to 9 on News Talk STL.
Attention established cosmetologists. Ready to be your own boss? The Nook is seeking 2 talented professionals for a fresh start in your career. Get your own dedicated workspace with full creative control and endless financial opportunities. Just $150 weekly, plus 2 weeks of free rent every year to use however you want. And here's the best part. Mention News Talk STL and get your 3rd month absolutely free. Your new professional home is waiting at the Nook in O'Fallon Plaza. Call 636-385-6665.
Dude, this house is perfect. Crumbs everywhere, sticky counters. I've already texted the colonies.
Sweet, I'll bring my 500 cousins. This'll be the biggest ant rager of the summer.
Let's party! Wait, oh, what's that sound? Oh, no, it's those trucks with the green wheels. Party's over, man. Party's over.
This is Derek, the owner of All Solutions Pest Control. We'd love to help you out. Give us a call today at 636-486-7888 to learn more about our special $67 offer.
If a pest-free home is your goal, call All Solutions Pest Control.
Free speech is alive and well in America.
Thanks for taking my call.
Right here.
You know what's going on?
Have a great awakening.
You see through the smoke screen.
It's cool to be woke.
News Talk STL.
Until it's not.
News, analysis, opinion.
See the neon lights on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Vic and Ken.
2 of them together are just trouble.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
We shut down AID because it was a dysfunctional organization. We moved it under the State Department. Number 2, we are going to do more foreign aid than any country in the world. We're going to do more than anyone in the world again this year, but we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it holistically. We're going to do it as part of an integrated foreign policy. We are not going to fund an NGO industrial complex that built itself up, that was taking a substantial percentage of the money and not going directly to the recipients. It was going to these organizations that had multi-billion-dollar projects and budgets. We're not going to continue to do it that way. We are going to provide aid. We're providing aid now. We just rolled out our new initiative on health. It's going to be much more successful and much more effective. We're going to enter into direct compacts with the countries. We're going to empower our embassies and our ambassadors to direct which projects we fund and how much money countries are going to be receiving. So we are restructuring the way we do aid. It's going to be far more effective, and it's going to be integrated into our holistic foreign policy.
That was George Stephanopoulos
trying to cut in,
and he wouldn't let him. I mean, I think Marco Rubio has been the perfect pick for Secretary of State.
I totally agree with you.
And not only because of what he's doing, the job that he's doing, but how he handles the press. Even just walking through the halls of the White House or the Capitol, and somebody will ask him a stupid question and say, yeah, you know what? Print this, say this, and I'll say something you wouldn't expect a Secretary of State to say.
Absolutely. And can we talk about the NGOs just for a second?
I know you hate them.
USAID. I mean, I remember back very beginning when they started to defund all of that whole program.
Yeah.
The USAID. We found out the money was it was basically a Democrat slush fund to be thrown out there to send to these NGOs that were the stupidest in the world, and what we found out they were doing, and obviously I guess they were doing it legally. Then that money would go from the NGOs to the lobbyists, and then a lobbyist would try and fund certain things that would favor the Democrat Party and the politician.
Two things: the left would never have the guts to say anything like that. Number two, all these NGOs and everything, when the left heard about USAID being defunded, well, you guys are murdering Elmo.
Oh, yeah.
They always go to your heartstrings of Sesame Street and Elmo.
But do you notice what happened when they started defunding these NGOs, Vic? All these different huge... Remember they used to have protests where they had these pre-made signs, millions of them, and thousands of paid protests, and I mean paid protesters were out there running around getting paid and holding these fake signs and the AstroTurf uprisings. And then suddenly, after all the money's gone, you don't see them so much anymore.
And you do see
a lot of hand-painted signs.
PBS and NPR are still on the air.
Yeah.
So what was the big problem, everybody?
Right.
Hire a sales team and sell advertising like the rest of the world.
Have them kicking and screaming their way to prosperity. That's the way I see it.
How would they feel, Ken, if there were public broadcasting system, PBS, or National Public Radio, NPR, but a new one of each of those, but they were conservative and conservative views?
Well, they would be against that totally.
Right. They'd be against them getting money from the government, but not them getting money from the government.
And that's why we need to be on the offensive, as we say, because that's what Marco Rubio does here. He explains, look, this was nothing of what you thought it was. You were spending money, taxpayer money, on things that should never have been spent on.
Okay, I love this next track. Next clip, whatever the hell they're called. Marco Rubio and Stephanopoulos. This is great. Listen to him just tear up Stephanopoulos.
That's all in the future, but are you standing by that comment? You're saying that no one has
it's happening
died?
now. That's not in the future.
No one
It's
has
happening
died
now.
because of the aid cuts? Are all those aid organizations
That's
lying?
ridiculous. Well, first of all, then they died because England didn't give enough money, or Canada didn't give more, or China did. Let's blame the other countries that don't do any foreign aid. How about China? I mean, China's the second largest economy in the world. They don't give money to these
So you're no
projects.
longer
the people
disputing that
died
the
because
aid
China
cuts have
didn't give
cost
more
people's
money?
lives. You're no longer disputing that.
It didn't. I think anybody who tells you that somehow it's the United States, if we cut $1, somehow we're responsible for some horrific thing that's going on in the world is just not true. Beyond that, I would say that in some of these places
Well, if that
that they
dollar's
cite,
not going
the
to
reason why
feeding
the aid
someone
didn't
or
get
medicine,
there,
someone's going to die,
one of
aren't
the
they?
reasons why some of these places didn't get the aid is not because we cut the aid. It's because there's a war going on and the aid never got to the people.
George Stephanopoulos is the biggest piece of
stuff
in broadcasting.
He is.
And so are you saying then that not one life was lost? And that was a trap, right? Because if Marco Rubio said, yeah, no, I don't think anybody died because of it, he'd give him a whole list of people that died coincidentally, just like people that died with COVID, not of COVID.
That exchange you just heard, just that one, and we're going to play another one, but that one right there proves that ABC, George Stephanopoulos, Snuffleupagus, and all of the staff are only in it for the gotcha. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care if you get the information. They just want to stop the narrative that the Trump administration has. Just because the United States isn't giving money to these people doesn't mean that other countries can step up.
Why is it always us? That's what
Why?
I wrote down. Why is it always us?
Exactly.
And why isn't George Stephanopoulos doing the gotcha questions to any Democrat?
None.
Or any liberal?
None.
I mean, they don't even hide it, Ken. They
No.
don't even hide it.
No.
All right. I don't know if I get is one more Marco Rubio talking about gangs, cartels, that kind of stuff.
So in Sudan, for example, it's not just a humanitarian catastrophe, it's a war zone. Okay, the aid is stolen, the aid is impeded. In fact, they use aid as a tool against the people, and so blocking aid as a tool and an arm of war. So in some of these places, the reason why the aid isn't getting there is it can't be distributed. Look at Haiti. One of the reasons why aid can't be distributed in Haiti is you can send all the aid in the world you want. It gets hijacked and stolen by criminal gangs that control the country. And so they're the ones to blame for whatever happening there, not us who provided more aid than anybody else.
Let me just try one more time. Are you standing by
every part of the world?
Are you standing by your contention that
no one has died because the United States has cut aid? No. People have died because gangs steal the aid. People have died because the distributors of aid have not done well. People have died because other countries haven't stepped up. But the United States has saved more lives and continues to save more lives than any other country in the world. And we're going to continue to do it, but we're going to do it the right way and in a responsible way. We're not going to continue to pour billions of dollars out the door of American taxpayer funds for programs that don't work, and in some cases were flat out corrupt.
So shut up, George.
Can I ask you a question about the Clinton Foundation, for example, in Haiti?
Mm-hmm.
Billions of dollars was supposedly went to Haiti, but none of it got to them. None of it got to the people that actually needed it. None of the food got to the people. There were warehouses full of food that rotted. Why? Why was all this stuff done? And I still think the Clinton Foundation, I don't think it's done. I think they need to find out, where did that money go? Because all that money, Vic, was from the USAID, NGOs, and all the other good stuff, and they didn't get to the people where it was supposed to go.
You know, yesterday, Hillary was on TV at some event for the Clinton Foundation's 20th anniversary. All the good. That must be such a generic thing, the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah.
Because nobody says, hey, what'd you do with that money?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did they account for everything? Because what I'm hearing is Haiti. The people of Haiti cannot stand Hillary Clinton, first of all,
but yet
because of what she did.
She'll take credit for stuff she didn't do,
right?
And say that they helped them. And I will say this one more time, maybe more after this. I do say this a lot. Haiti and the Dominican Republic share the same island, Hispaniola. Haiti has more problems, earthquakes, disease, famine, dictators, you name it, they've had it. On the same island, everything's great in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. You wonder about that. I mean, you can see two exact possible countries, but they're so different.
They're countries.
Yeah.
What do you mean possible countries?
Well, possible scenarios of a country.
Oh, yeah. So, you got Haiti, can't stay out of trouble. You got Dominican Republic that actually has resorts, right? Punta Cana is in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Not to mention all the shortstops that have come out of the Dominican Republic.
Many.
Right?
Albert Pujols came out of there.
And shortstops, I'm telling you. They're rich in shortstops.
For some reason.
All right, let's talk about the Price of Freedom event, 4th annual Patriots Banquet honoring real American heroes. Featured speakers Colonel Jack Jackson, Ken.
Yeah.
Who listens to the show, which I was shocked to hear. I guess I'm shocked that anybody will listen to me.
Stop.
Colonel Jack Jackson, Doug Giles, frequent guest on the Jamie Allman Show. Jamie Allman's the host.
Yes, he is.
Be damned. October 11th at Parish Hall in Union. Get your tickets. Go to NewstalkSTL.com and help out the Washington Guard. Or else Colonel Joe Adams is going to throw you into a volcano.
That's right.
All right. Wheel of Audio Clips is next to finish up our work week on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. I screwed up. Stepped all over George.
You did.
Yo, Vic and Ken, you're the best, the absolute best. Keep taking the whoosh to those crazy radical lefties, my brothers.
So I heard a big whoosh, and by golly, I had to go check my pants again.
The Vic Porcelli Show, made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL. Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
Join me and Tim tomorrow at the Hideout. We'll be doing our show live, of course, from 4 to 6. I may even let you eat some of my crack fries.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps, weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
Jamie Ullman here with the refi and debt consolidation magician, Jordan Rosenblum. Google the bagel loan. Jordan, tell me about it.
Well, Jamie, with inflation high, credit card debts all-time highs, let's look at a cash-out refinance on your home. With our bagel loan, we're going to have no title fees. We're going to have no lender fees, no appraisal fees. This will help your overall cash flow mightily. It's the time to do it. Jump on now while you can. We can always refinance when rates drop. Bagel loan all day.
314-442-9570 or Google the bagel loan.
NMLS number 226715.
You want the best place to watch baseball or any sport and be able to enjoy premium cigars and whiskeys? Lit Cigar Lounge. Lit has so many events each month. You need to constantly check the Lit Cigar Lounge Facebook. You don't want to miss anything. Plus, you can order food from Napoli Brothers Pizza and Pasta, delivered within minutes right to your table. By the way, we're in the season for great patio dining. Napoli Brothers Pizza and Pasta has your table waiting.
Join Aaron Tarlow every Sunday night at 9 on News Talk STL for Shall Not Be Infringed, your voice for Second Amendment rights and firearms education. Brought to you by DG Firearms, Kevin's Guns, Osage County Guns, and Full Circle Reloading and Firearms.
Rhino Shield is engineered to outlast paint, formulated to outsmart the elements. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, mold or mildew. Our home exterior coatings intelligently designed to stand up to Mother Nature. Call 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Remember those magical moments in Mom's kitchen? The heavenly aroma of fresh baked cookies? At Trolley Stop Bakery in Chesterfield's Forum Shopping Center, our co-op of talented bakers has been perfecting that homemade magic for 4 decades. From the gooeyest cookies in town to custom pies, cobblers, and cakes, everything's made from scratch, just like Mom and Grandma's recipes. Need that perfect corporate gift? We ship our famous cookies nationwide. The Trolley Stop Bakery, 67 Forum Shopping Center, or TrolleyStopBakery.com. Because some traditions are too sweet not to share.
With all of the celebrations, anniversaries, and holidays coming up over the next few months, where are you going to go to get that special something for the special people in your life? Newsteaders Fine Jewelers, of course. Newsteaders Fine Jewelers, found 24/7 at wowdiamonds.com. Tim Jones here to tell you all about Newsteaders Fine Jewelers. Richard Newsteader and his team serving our region since 1961 with awesome, honest jewelry solutions. They've got everything from diamonds to wedding engagement rings, hand-engraved items, pendants, earrings, and so much more. You can find them 24/7, wowdiamonds.com. That's Newsteaders Fine Jewelers, wowdiamonds.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Link, owner of the Dental Link. You've heard ads about teeth in a day, but did you know that you will be chewing on plastic, acrylic teeth? Here at the Dental Link, we can give you porcelain crown and bridge teeth utilizing mini dental implants that function much more like real teeth at about half the cost. Plus, mini dental implants are less invasive, less painful, and your recovery time is much shorter. Give us a call at 314-794-6464 or simply visit us today at thedentallink.com.
I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra stick for a necktie.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Hey, this is Jim Florentine. You listen to Vic and Ken on the Vic Porcelli Show on 94.1 and 101.9 News Talk STL.
Maybe don't you give me no list. George Thorogood, Delaware Destroyers, right there, doing Bo Diddley's. Who do you love?
We used to call him George Thoroughly Good.
You did?
Yeah.
You and your friends?
Well, when we were playing the song. And here
Wait.
is a cut.
Wait. You guys played Who Do You Love?
No, we didn't play Who Do You Love. We played
Bad to the Bone. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that
Because I got to play saxophone on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Get it. Go away, George. Okay. Are we ready to do the Wheel of Audio clip?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Wheel of
Audio Clips! Brought to you by Johnson Heating and Cooling, making homes comfortable all year round. 636-332-4141. It's America's favorite game show, The Wheel of Audio Clips. Here's the host of Wheel of Audio Clips, Vic Porcelli.
Thank you, Jim Muggs, very much. Studio audience, how you doing? Look, it's Ken Williams. What Ken? They love you, baby. So, James Comey is being arrogantly confident about his trial.
Oh, yeah.
I know, I'm innocent. Let's do a trial. Let's go.
Let's go.
Do it.
Yeah.
I've already paid off everybody, so
I'll be fine.
I'll be acquitted anyway.
I've got a judge that leans my way. That's good.
I'm done with that. I'm so done with
Oh,
that.
me too, man.
When a trial starts and you ask who appointed that person, it's always a Democrat when it's against Trump, and it's always a Republican when it's for Trump.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think of who it was that was nominated by Biden, and then Trump appointed him, I think. Sorry, Ken. I'm sorry. All right, so all the clips that we played are on the big wheel. We spin the wheel. Wherever it lands is what we play. Kenny, you ready to spin?
Yep.
Spin that wheel, baby. Who was it? Who am I thinking of? I'm sorry, folks. The thoughts, they come and they go. Just
Saw that one
quickly.
leave.
But you know what? I want to be very serious right now. I want to be very somber right now and very sober right now, because our first stop on the Wheel of Audio was Erica Kirk.
My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Erica Kirk at the Charlie Kirk Memorial last Sunday. Remember her 17-minute address right after Charlie was murdered? It was like 2 days after Charlie was murdered.
Yeah.
And she whispered, she'd talk and then she'd whisper. And I wonder if that's her way to be able to communicate while crying. And maybe I can adopt that, because when I start crying, I can't talk. I cannot talk.
I think that could be a part of it. And I think the other part is that she's probably like in her own mind, like almost rehearsing what she's going to say, because it's that difficult. I can't even see how she did it.
Even with the rehearsal.
Right.
I mean, if I'm going to tell you something emotional for me, I'll know what I'm going to talk about before we talk about it.
Right.
But yet it's still, affects me emotionally.
Big time.
It's funny. Last night I was scrolling through Facebook, and the one that I put up that said the smallest coffins are the heaviest. Do you remember that? With little, the kids, the two Jewish kids who got killed by Hamas.
Yeah.
And I remember talking about that and not being able to get through it. All right, we ready?
Yep.
Spin the wheel. I need somebody we can make fun of. A little fun. Make fun of somebody. Make fun of somebody really stupid.
That'll make it feel.
I'll
feel
stupid.
better.
Oh my God! It landed on somebody so stupid that I don't understand how she got elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. I don't even know how she got through the Rosati Kane curriculum.
I don't either.
The way she talks, ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Crockett.
Crockett sparking outrage for appearing to dismiss the murder of 20-year-old Kayla Hamilton, who was killed at the hands of an illegal immigrant in 2022. The House was debating a Republican-led bill named after Kayla when the Congresswoman made these comments. Listen.
You take a situation and then you exploit what has happened to not only that person, but you exploit those families and you make it a game. Stop just throwing a random dead person's name on something for your own political expediency.
Could you imagine if this piece of stuff said that about a family member?
Yeah. So if I was talking about, let's say Malcolm X. And I said, oh, just you guys are just using some random dead person.
Right.
Well, what's the difference? Or the kid, even better, that was a bad example. Good example, the kid in Atlanta who was just jogging, remember? He was jogging in and out of houses that were being built in Georgia.
Yeah.
And the father and son detained him and ended up shooting him.
Right.
Because they were like civilian police.
Right.
Random. That was just a random black kid that got killed. Why do we have to worry about him?
Right. Just random.
That's what she's saying.
Right.
She's the worst. Oh, my God. Spin the wheel.
I know.
And again, if there could be somebody else that we can make fun of, Ken, that would be fantastic. And wait, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, a completely hammered Nancy Pelosi.
I will now turn the microphone over to my friend and the strongest champion of democracy we have seen in these trying times, and that is
Wait a minute.
House Speaker Emerita
I'm not supposed
Nancy
to talk.
Pelosi.
Tell that to the Supreme Court. Tell them to the Supreme Court that decided Citizens United to undermine our democracy. To the distinguished, excuse me. Okay, there's that. Excuse me. And here we are, and I'm honored to join, of course, our champion for all of this, Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff, as a member of the House staff of Mr. Adam Schiff, of Senator Adam Schiff. Never before has this legislation been more necessary.
If she's not hammered, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I really don't.
I think one of the tells that somebody's drunk is when they start repeating the same thing over and over again.
I remember when Nancy Pelosi was called Madam. Someone wanted to ask her a question, said, Madam, and she said, I'm a senator. You don't call me Madam. You call me Senator Pelosi.
Right.
Okay? That kind of attitude comeback. When this person was heckling her, she's so drunk that she's, stop it. Shush. Yeah, give me a minute. Stop it. Okay, stop it.
What about the big champion of the event?
Big what?
The big champion. You want to talk about the guy who was championing everything?
The champion shift. Shifty.
My God, she said Adam Schiff like 4 times in a row.
There's that. Excuse me.
That's what she said. That was the comeback she did of the lady heckling.
Can you?
Excuse me.
Is that the beginning that you're playing, or is it the
No,
middle?
that's the middle.
Okay, play it from the beginning again, because there's something in there she also says over and over again.
I will now turn the microphone over to my friend, House Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi.
Tell that to the Supreme Court. Tell them to the Supreme Court, that decided Citizens United to undermine our democracy. To the distinguished, excuse me. Okay.
Stop it.
There's
Go away.
that.
You go away.
It's Supreme Court. She says Supreme Court.
Did you know what she was saying there?
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, really.
If she wasn't drunk or drunk, it never didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
But so much funnier when she is. So she says Supreme Court. At least three times. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is what she said 3 times.
So she practices before she says some things too.
Yeah, that's after her 4th or 5th shot of vodka or whatever else
Right.
she's drinking. All right, Kenny, spin the wheel. Good luck. All right, good luck. I got Simon Cowell on the brain today for some reason. So I watched a lot of BGT. Britain's Got Talent, so much better than America's Got Talent, I just like to say. All right, Ken, I don't understand this particular. This is Nancy Mace and Tim Waltz.
Yeah, I think she's just they're questioning the governors about something.
The governors came and testified in front of a
multiple
committee.
Governors. yes.
Fantastic. Go.
Okay. What is a woman? What is a woman is the question.
I'm not sure I understand the question here.
Well, that.
What
Okay.
do you want me to say? This is
I want you to say that a woman like me is an adult human female, that men can't become women. You guys are the party of violence, and you're the party erasing women. You don't respect us. You're a bigot. You're a misogynist. You're a sexist. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
I think
to the point.
She should go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court is what the Supreme Court. Thank God. These are people, by the way, who not only make laws in this country, but have about 107. Let's just round it off, $200,000 annual salary, and she's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Hundreds, yeah. Well, I think the latest is 250 million.
I think if she's talking like that, I think you should just take a few $100 million right away from her right there. You know, say Supreme Court one more time. The Supreme Court. That's it. Give me the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go back a cut, but I can't stand her. Okay, let's spin the wheel, Ken. Because the Supreme Court. The Extreme Court. The
Extreme Court.
Adam Schiff.
We're gonna send it to the Extreme Court.
Okay, get serious, will you?
Yep.
President Donald John Grover Cleveland Trump.
Proud nations must be allowed to protect their communities and prevent their societies from being overwhelmed by people they have never seen before with different customs, religions, with different everything. Where migrants have violated laws, lodged false asylum claims, or claimed refugee status for illegitimate reasons, they should, in many cases, be immediately sent home. And while we will always have a big heart for places and people that are struggling and truly compassionate, answers will be given. We have to solve the problem, and we have to solve it in their countries, not create new problems in our countries. And we are very helpful to a lot of countries that are just not able to send their people anymore.
That was President Trump at the UN. Ken, do we have time for one more? Or should we wrap it up?
No, I think we have time.
All right, spin the wheel. Let's see. Let's get it in there and squeeze it in. We got about a minute to get this all done. So let's hope it's short. Good. Audio clip. You think we're going to make it?
Maybe.
President Donald John Grover Cleveland Trump.
I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle.
And a bad teleprompter. Okay, that's all the time we have for the Wheel of Audio Clips. This is Vic Porcelli saying, help control the liberal population. Have your liberal spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It's been a fun week. Jamie Lissow.
Really?
Vanya from Seinfeld. Thank you so much for having the record player on at night to listen to us this morning.
Make sure you have the record player on at night.
And that's it. Jamie Allman is next. The 3 martini lunch. How drunk does he get with 3 martinis during a show?
He can hold it.
I guess he can. Kenny and I, we'll see you Monday morning at 9. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Sooner or later I'll be clocking in again. Someday I'll be able to forget my working days. Life will be grim because the ship is coming in. Everything will go my way and I won't have to say, here come the weekend. Here come the weekend. Here come the weekend. My working week's so tough, I think I've had enough until the weekend. Here come the weekend. Here come the weekend. Here come the weekend.
If you have a phone, you have a radio.
Wherever I'm at, home, car, wherever.
Download the all-new NewstalkSTL app.
If you have a phone, you have a radio. Just a convenience on the phone. Streaming live on the mobile app.
Love the new app.
And listen anytime,
Everywhere.
anywhere.
Hi, it's Ken Williams, and my favorite Capriati sandwich is the Capistrami. You've got hot pastrami, melty Swiss cheese, crunchy coleslaw, and zesty Russian dressing. What else do you need? I love Capriati's, and you will too.
On Manchester at McKnight in Rock Hill.
Hi, Mark Harder here. We all know that the hardest part of staying healthy is dragging yourself to the gym. I felt the same way, but I knew I needed to find a routine I could actually stick to. I recently discovered Alloy Personal Training, and I have been blown away by their approach. At Alloy, each session is different. They never have more than 6 people in a class, which allows me to get the attention I need. Right now, Alloy is giving away free 14-day trials with 2 locations in Baldwin and 1 in Wildwood. Visit alloypersonaltraining.com. Hope to see you in my next session.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll, your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS, if your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students.
When you're approaching retirement, there are a lot of questions to answer. Do you have enough money to fund your income for life? How should you claim Social Security? And what's your plan for health care and long-term care? Hi, I'm Eric Robert, Director of Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel and host of On the Money Saturday mornings at 9 on NewstalkSTL 1019. Don't leave your retirement to chance. It's crucial to understand and address relevant risks before you retire. Our team can help you get organized, guide you through critical retirement decisions, and create an investment portfolio designed around your needs. To schedule your free retirement plan consultation, go to clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at newstalkstl.com.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm John Scott. Is it a moment of checkmate for Hamas in Gaza? This morning, during his address to the UN General Assembly, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu affirmed his nation's commitment to wipe out Hamas.
The final remnants of Hamas are holed up in Gaza City. They vow to repeat the atrocities of October 7th again and again and again, no matter how diminished their forces. That is why Israel must finish the job.
Meanwhile, President Trump says there's progress toward ending the war in Gaza.
It's looking like we have a deal on Gaza, and we'll let you know. I think it's a deal that will get the hostages back. It's going to be a deal that will end the war. It's going to be a deal it's going to be peace. I think we have a deal.
Mr. Trump responding to questions by reporters at the White House at almost the same time as Netanyahu's speech ahead of his travels to the Ryder Cup golf tournament in New York. In his remarks, despite protests within the General Assembly chamber, Netanyahu emphatically used colorful maps, multiple choice questions, and loudspeakers massed along the Gaza border to send a message aimed at audiences far beyond the halls of the United Nations. President Trump signing an executive order declaring that a proposed deal allowing TikTok to continue operating in the U.S. will be a qualified sale that meets national security concerns laid out by the law. A new report says a lack of resources and an outdated emergency alert process led to delays in warning residents to evacuate during the deadly Los Angeles wildfires back in January. 30 people died. On Wall Street, the Dow adding 347 points now. The NASDAQ is ahead 57. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business.